she didn't know what we'd been up to. But when you think about it, we were covered in acid burns, puncture wounds, and had basilisk poison in us. So that kind of narrows down the options of what could have happened.
I feel like that's like equally as confusing though. And I don't think she would be able to actually know that there's basilisk venom because like it was super fucking old. Like it was like a skeleton. You know, any venom was like very very weak in comparison. Because if you actually have like proper, living basilisk venom, the only thing that could save you was the tears of a phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
Or a superior antidote to rare poisons, which is like super fucking rare.
What's the conversion for gold lungs to galleons?
Sorry, what?
The conversion of gold lungs to galleons?
Gold lung? Oh, oh. Each golden like thing is worth 50 G.
Yeah, it was 200 gold.
Gosh, I remember back when it was like 75.
Yeah, I've mellowed out since then. Figured it out.
Sigh. Inflation.
Inflation.
Can't even escape it in my fantasy D&D world.
Never.
And are we treating that hall by like the rules of piracy? Does it count as pillage or plunder?
I think I think it might be plunder at this point. It definitely was under. So why not plunder?
But
Thank you. Thank you. Wait, actually. Good.
are you gonna look in here?
There.
I hate it here.
Full laugh track.
I'm gonna go fill up my water and I'll be right back. And then we'll start.
I realized that I think the three highest rolls I've ever rolled in this game were to become friends with Drusilla, Janice, and Gemma. What are the dice trying to tell me?
You're trying to befriend Gemma?
Yeah, that was in my last downtime.
Oh no.
You leave him alone.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Magic Mysterium for Monday mornings. I have a cough. I'm back. Thank you all for coming for today. We are just sans Maya, unfortunately, but we can still play and everything. Last session that we played together, we went through a bunch of classes and some Easter preparations that were being made. A few months passed, in our own little world. And we had herbology class, a continuation thereof, where your mandrakes were growing loud and proud. And we had an intrusion, a war. Professor Sprout called you all to your battle stations, started directing students like soldiers, and running around the edge of the greenhouse area. There was a concourse, an army, a large flock of horned rabbits that charged from outside. You watched on in horror as they flew up over the greenhouses like locusts, burrowed their way underneath of the ground and into the different places. You guys fought valiantly together as the jackalopes attempted to kill and eat one of their favorite meals, which is mandrakes, your school project. We sent off bombardas and found out that they could teleport, so they could disappear and reappear elsewhere whenever they were hurt. Meanwhile, Desdemona was probably one of the most ruthless of soldiers on that battlefield. While let's say maybe we're all going to say exactly what we did that was cool in the battle, and we're all going to say what we did, how we got fucked up in the battle by the Jackalopes. They kind of just swarm kids. You could see Wilfred in Greenhouse 4 trying to defend, and you just see them descend upon him, all kind of hitting him with their antlers and pulling at his tie. So, we'll do Desdemona last, I think, because we know got a little bit of what's going on. Let me roll a little d3. Okay, Edmund, what did you do when the jackalopes attacked? That was cool. And how did you get fucked up?
I think he stayed in the greenhouse and sniffed out a burrowing jackalope that popped into the greenhouse. And
There were a lot of them.
Yes. And whenever he found one of the holes, he tried to look in it, and then a jackalope popped up and kicked him in the face.
And so he was defending from within, while others were defending from without. Ollie, what were you doing?
Yeah, I'm actually gonna use my wish for the seer
You're
here.
gonna use your wish.
Use my wish.
Alright. I didn't know you were hag type. I forgot about that.
Can I get unicorn hair rope?
Hell yeah, you can. Okay. So, Oliver, as everything's coming out toward him, he's going into his bag trying to find what might help him. And he finds this big bundle of rope that he was set to give off to Professor Hagrid to return to him maybe later that day. But this is probably going to help you out, so you pulled that shit out, and what did you do with it?
He would like to attempt to catch one.
I think with a wish, you can. No attempt needed. So how did you do? How did you catch one? Maybe did you weave it into a net and just caught a bunch of them?
No, he spent his break with Darcy, so he's gonna lasso it.
Ah yes, Darcy, lassoing chickens. Sorry.
So a jackalope.
All right. You try to grab on, and let's say you attack the biggest one, because there was one that was bigger than all the rest. You latched onto that thing, and then it started flying away, and you kind of got pulled off with it. It disappeared, leaving you falling down, and you kind of hit the ground, and then got swarmed by a bunch of them Matrix style. And in all the hullabaloo, trying to fight off your attackers, you were able to catch one in the kind of wound up rope.
Yes, add that to my list.
Okay. You got just bite marks all over your body. little rabbit bite marks. Tony, what did you do that was cool in the battle, and how did you get fucked up?
Well, they've got antlers, right? And if you've ever
Yes.
seen how much when deer are going to like shedding the velvet on their antlers, how much
Mhm.
they itch, and they're like trying to sort of floss their antlers with a tree branch or something. So Tony uses Vero Verto to create a scratching post, and a whole mass of them just end up fighting each other over which ones gets to scratch its antlers.
Oh, that's so cute. Using Tony using his intellect, his knowledge about jackalopes, is able to kind of pull them into one area. Tony, how do you get fucked up by them? How does it
A
backfire?
bunch of us, about say 5 of us, started getting cornered in and swarmed by them, and we were backing up, and we all sort of dived in backwards through the greenhouse doors, falling in backwards as we went, and then Tony slid the door shut with his foot, but then they all started teleporting in on top of us anyway.
Inspiration for that one. I really like that one. If you don't already have it. And Desdemona, what did you do? How did you get fucked up by them first? And then what did you do that ended the battle?
I'd like to think that she was doing what she was supposed to do. She ran out towards them, met them head on, and they proceeded to swarm and attack her so much that she got progressively more angry. Like, she kept getting knocked over. Like, every time she would stand up, she kept getting knocked back down. Stand up, knock back down by like 3, 4, 5, 6 different jackalopes. And she just started seeing red.
Kill.
That large one could see like fighting and maybe like starting to like kick them and shit, and that big one came down like with wings and like kicked you straight in the face. You hit the ground and like started pulling out your wand and throwing out bombardas. They start disappearing, reappearing, and start swarming you still. And in the swarm, Desdemona is able to grab one. And what
She,
do you
like,
do that ends the battle?
grabs one, she like presses it down, she reaches back into her pocket and pulls out the basilisk fang that she snapped off the skull and just turns it in her grasp and like plunges it downward.
You could hear like the high-pitched scream from a few of them as they all kind of flutter away. Desdemona grabs the dead rabbit and like starts waving it in the air, and you could hear a screech from the main one to retreat. And Desdemona rolled a natural 1 on the check for a corruption point, so definitely get the corruption point for that.
Woo!
This is vengeance.
I am vengeance.
I am the knight.
I'm not the hero that this school deserves, but I am the hero that it needs. Okay. And right. The aftermath of that battle left the greenhouses in relative disarray. Small pots having broken, glass panes shattered, spells thrown, and foundations weakened. But this cry of Professor Sprout as she was running out after the jackalopes back out into the northern grounds, "Yeah, you better run!" She starts yelling off toward them, and you all feel well about your ability to keep your projects clean. Your herbology assignments are mostly unaffected. I want Edmund, however, to roll me 2d26.
Huh?
27. 2d27, please.
Well, he got bitten so much now he's in danger of turning into a weir rabbit too.
No, no.
2.
8 and 2. Oh boy. Okay. Oh no! Juniper's mandrake and Logan's mandrake got fucked up in all the craziness.
That's crazy. At least it wasn't mine.
Coming off of this, you can hear the end of day bell come. You were able to help friends out, stand back up, get cleaned off, and you headed back to the common room for a shower and a nap. After all that, Ollie had to head off for bite marks and for a tetanus shot. But Ollie also has a new friend. The following morning, we're in the Great Hall.
Tetanus?
Wait, tetanus? Rabies.
Rabies?
This is what you get from busted metal.
Yeah. So we're in the Great Hall, and the headmistress says, I do hope all of you are settled in for your studies, for I'm afraid it is about to become rather difficult to find time for homework. She chuckles. This week marks the beginning of our year-end Quidditch season. Multiple hoots and hollers echo in the hall with excitement. Yes, I simply love the competitive spirit you all possess. The first match will take place on Tuesday during 4th period. Classes will be temporarily suspended during this time. Students begin to freak out. Wow, yeah! But this is not an excuse to lapse in your education. Well, our first match will be between Hufflepuff and Gryffindor houses. So show your house spirit and let your fellow players know you're rooting for them. At the end of the week, the 2 best teams will battle it out in our grand finale. It's sure to be a good one. The teams have really come together this year, wouldn't you agree, Phileas? You see Professor Flitwick sits there with a smug look on his face, like, I don't know. And then his hair suddenly changes to a bright blue, and he jumps up on the table and starts cheering loudly. Yeah! Ravenclaw! Woo, 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 woo! And a bunch of people are laughing at that, and it looks like McGonagall and him, it was like a pre-done bit, and McGonagall kind of chuckles. Good luck on and off the field. Enjoy your meal. Phineas, you can get down now. Silly goose. And you guys enjoy a breakfast in the morning. I think the first thing that anybody notices is Oliver has a collared jackalope. Right?
Mara said BRB in discussion.
No.
Every time you call on someone, it's BRB. Well, it's every time you call on Mara and Sikrin specifically. It's
I'm trying to, yeah.
And how
I told
big
her to
are
hang
these
up.
jackalopes? Are they like regular rabbit sized, or are they all bigger than regular size?
So the large ones are bigger than jackrabbits, like a fully grown one. The one that Oliver currently has is a baby, so it's the size of a regular rabbit, about this big, right? While the actual ones are maybe the size of like an 8-year-old.
a Flemish
They're like
rabbit.
the size of emperor penguins, like.
Do you know what a Flemish penguin? Oh, sorry, penguin. Flemish rabbit is?
Flemish rabbit? No.
Yeah.
Look it up.
Hold on, I'll show you.
Flemish giant rabbit.
Oh yeah, just take a look. They're real.
Yeah, I guess.
They're massive. They're massive.
It would be bigger than that, though, definitely.
Hold on,
Yeah.
let me save this image.
I think this is a good size. I found an image. It's very blurry, but
Jesus fucking Christ.
that's how.
They're huge rabbits. I'm not kidding.
That's how big like the adult rabbits get.
This one's right next to a dog. It's larger than the dog.
Yeah, these things have antlers. We could bullfight one of these.
That's not real. That's AI generated.
Is that Mark Hamill?
It's like Mark Hamill and Steve Carell had a baby.
Yeah. Damn it, Mara. BRB phone. Oh, Brooke, hang up. That's funny. Okay, well then, we'll have to get to that scene, I guess, later. Right now, Tony, Drusilla is like, Cavallero, I think you have fur in your hair. She comes up and like picks out a bit of white rabbit fur.
You think I should keep that as a trophy?
No, ew. You can hear like a bunch of people be like, ew. She like flicks it off into the main hallway there. I don't know. If you had enough of that, you could probably make like a shirt or something. That would be such an itchy shirt, Reese says to Brett.
Or you could just wear it like on a necklace, just with all your other trophies.
When I was very little, my dad, Drusilla says, he'd go out on like fox hunts, and bring a few back. The foxes themselves you can make into scarves and stuff. And halfway through her saying this, she can see multiple people like looking at her a little weird, and so she just goes back to her food.
Yeah, you just know if you wore one of them here, somebody would make it move within 5 minutes. It would be like climbing up on top of your head or something.
I heard what Desdemona did yesterday in her biology class. Billy says very quietly. What a terrible thing to do to a little rabbit.
Oh, what's your war story? We were on opposite flanks, so I didn't get to see what you got up to.
Oh, I mostly just stayed in the back. I mean, they're natural creatures. They grow out. They live out here now. Damn it. No, they live out here. Fuck. What's the word? They're endemic. Endemic. They're endemic to northern Scotland. Indigenous. Yeah. They're indigenous to northern Scotland, and I mean, we can just give them a few plants. I don't see the major problem. Maybe if we just set some out for them, then they wouldn't actually attack the greenhouses, Billy says.
But wouldn't that mean we'd have screaming mandrakes out on the lawn all day?
Oh, I think that they are also really keen on sugar, but it's not terribly good for them long term.
At that moment, I just imagine if Desdemona heard that, I can just imagine her expression changing subtly.
I mean, we could probably put out like a large cake. I probably really enjoyed that, Billy says. Janice says, it's been annoying. They've been getting into the library lately. I thought that Hogwarts, you couldn't apparate in Hogwarts grounds. That'd be for humans, Saoirse says. House elves and the like, they don't really have much of a problem with it.
What are they trying to eat in the library?
I don't know. I know exactly what they're doing in the library. It makes total sense, Billy says. Janice looks at her. There's silence. Then she says, "Care to elucidate us?" Oh, they're obviously hiding their eggs. You know, like Easter.
Wait, they lay eggs?
Indeed. Their eggs are actually highly priced. They come in all different shapes and colours, different patterns, even some different materials. I've heard of a few where they've laid golden eggs. Amazing little creatures they are. And they hide them all over, kind of like squirrels. They end up forgetting where exactly they put them, and then in about a year's time, they hatch.
Okay, rabbits laying Fabergé eggs. This is the officially weirdest thing I have ever heard.
What? I mean, they always do it around Easter time. And Tony, you realize that jackalope you fought the other day, the one that was bigger, it was kind of like a commander on the whole army. Oh, holy fuck, that was the Easter Bunny.
This does just sort of sound like the moment where a sanity roll would be necessary.
Call of Cthulhu. Eldritch horror. But yeah, so they enjoy sugar and chocolate. They can teleport around. They have wings. They have antlers. Big furry flat feet and fur, and white fur specifically. And while they hibernate for long periods of time, they do lay eggs. Elsewhere, over at the Gryffindor table, what are you guys up to?
Mara, are you back?
Yep.
Okay, Mara, you have your little jackalope with you, little baby jackalope.
Yes. He's like sitting there feeding it bits of different lettuces. Like greens.
Like
Oh my-
romaine and iceberg.
He's like trying to see which one he likes more.
I think Logan is appalled. He looks over toward Edmund and says, "Oh, there's two animals at the table."
That's a nice thing to say about Nate.
Damn.
That was so quick. Mara, inspiration.
At first,
Or
Edmund
Nate.
looks very surprised because he's like, "Oh my god, oh shit, does Logan know?"
Yeah, I know, right?
And then he'll shoot Oliver a appreciative like thank you so much.
I actually know how to use a fork. If anyone's an animal, it's you, Logan.
Carnivorous too. I haven't seen him eat a single fruit or vegetable since we got here.
That's just because I'm built different.
But Oliver's gonna
You're built
point out
with
one of the
scurvy.
pieces of lettuce at him.
He'll smack it out of the air. Trying to poison me.
I don't think are you allergic to lettuce? Is that the issue?
No, it just tastes like shit.
Have you tried salad?
I've tried salad dressing.
That's how you make it not taste like shit.
Yeah, but then the moment that you add salad dressing tastes good. You add lettuce, that's just making something that tastes good taste worse. Why would I want to eat leaf? Why would I want to eat the food that my food eats? Do you eat pig slop?
I don't eat bacon for religious reasons.
Oh shit.
No, I'm joking. That's a complete lie.
Edmund's Jewish.
Oh, really, George? I know that.
Edmund is fully lying. That was a joke, by the way.
Or maybe he doesn't. Maybe he doesn't eat bacon because he's secretly a pig worshipper.
Oliver, could you maybe not have it at the table? Sadie asks as nicely as she can.
You let Logan sit here.
Don't be
Sally
mean to
bursts
Logan.
out laughing.
Just because he doesn't eat his fruits and vegetables does not make him an animal.
Thank you, Edmund.
It does make him sweat profusely, though.
Yeah.
That is what Scourgify's for.
Can Scourgify get rid of that greasy ass head?
We've been trying for years. It's impossible. Sally says. Sam's like, Sally.
At this point, it wouldn't even. You'd probably get to class a lot faster if you just laid down and slid across the floor.
Damn.
Okay.
I think
all right.
Logan like stands up angrily, and Nate's like, "Whoa, dude, careful! Remember what she did in herbology class." He sits back down.
Glad I'm starting to get a reputation.
I don't see why we always have to pick on Logan. Why not pick on someone from another house?
He's an easy target.
What happened in herbology class? Darcy says, "I was out that day."
Edmund gets 1,000-yard stare.
I followed orders.
Oliver will like cover the Jackalope's ears as she says that.
War
was a
never
call.
changes.
A genocide. We slaughtered them like animals. And not just the
Just the
men,
men,
but
The
the women.
but the women
And
And the
children,
and the children
too.
too.
Oh,
Slaughter
oh
them
my
like
goodness.
animals. Because they were animals.
Oh my goodness.
I hate them.
No, they hate them.
You're just gonna start quoting the entire movie now?
Yeah.
I hate sand. It's awful and it gets everywhere.
Anyways, he'll like snap out of his trance state. Anyone going for Quidditch?
No.
I will be. What, Des? You're not gonna go up with me? You'll leave me hanging all alone. Hey, you won't be alone. I'll be there, Sam says.
Alone.
Des.
Alone?
Hey, it's okay. You can be with me out in the stands. Tell me you'll at least be out there, like, cheering me on, right?
I mean, yeah. I have. Even if I don't feel particularly like, flying around on a broom, I'll still show up for my house.
You
And
should
my
start a
friends.
cheer team.
Yeah, Sadie, you should, like, put on, like, a Gryffindor cheer team or something. No thanks.
I think just like cheering from the stands is fine. I'm not interested in, throwing pom poms up in the air or whatever it is they do.
Logan says, "Give me a D. Give me an E.
Of course, you say,
Give me
give
an
me the D
S."
first.
I'm putting you in horny jail. I'm putting you in horny jail.
That's
There's-
my cue to go. I'm going to go visit the Hufflepuffs. Edmund will stand up and turn around.
Oliver, what about you?
Yeah, Oliver's gonna look at that situation, shake his head, and he's gonna like walk off towards the Ravenclaw table. He's taking his
Alright.
jackalope with him.
I think as you arrive, first person to greet you would probably be Billy. Oliver, what you got there?
It's one of the jackalopes I got him during the herbology event.
Oh,
Saved
goodness.
him.
You say you saved him?
Yeah, I hit him before Des saw him.
You can see, like, Billy definitely looks deeply uncomfortable by what happened. She kind of swallows. Oh, well, that's good. Did you give him a name?
Oh yeah, this is Loki.
Oh, hello, Loki. Wait, I
You
thought
say Loki or
jackalopes
Lucky?
couldn't be domesticated. He seems
Loki,
so
I
calm.
forgot.
Oh.
Yeah, he really mellowed out after the fight. I guess he just doesn't really know where to go.
Why hasn't he left? Or at least gone out exploring? He must really like you.
I've been trying to figure out what his favorite foods are.
Oh, I know a little bit about that. Might recommend talking to Maisie. She might be able to make you a few desserts for him. They really enjoy sweets.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Either that or you could give up your herbology assignment.
I'm barely holding on as is.
Oh dear. If you need some help, Juniper has to restart hers. It got eaten in the battle. She might be able to help you.
That'd be great if it's called Juniper, he says as he looks over.
You can see Loki has just been freed a little bit from your grasp and is currently leaning over and has eaten a cookie that's on the side of Tony's plate.
Tony will give him a good scratch and say, with the size he's going to end up, you could call him Woundwort. Because when he's fully grown, he legitimately could say, come back, you fools, come back and fight. Dogs aren't dangerous. Because to him, they wouldn't be.
What are you alluding to?
Watership Down.
I've never seen that in my life.
I'll warn you now, the original film, it's U-rated, but it traumatized a whole generation. It is horrifying.
I'll have to give it a look. Little Loki. I suppose he is a bit mischievous. Already eating other people's meals.
Sorry about that, Tony. I'll pull him away a little bit from Tony's plate. Grab another cookie for him.
Are you sure you need another one of these little things? Janice asks.
What do you mean by that? This is...
You already have your cats, and there are enough of a menace around Hogwarts already.
The cats are a joy to be around.
For who?
Incorrect. From the Hufflepuff table.
Just look at Oliver. They're pleasant. It's you. Everyone else enjoys them. And they distract Mrs. Norris every once in a while.
They run around the library like it's their own personal playground.
They're quiet. Just like to hide on the shelves sometimes.
Yeah, until you get to 5th period and then they're meowing on the top of the herbology walls. Calling up to the moon.
They're just being one with nature. They're doing what cats do. You have to let them...
What's that, the dark black one's name? Drusilla asks.
Oh, Heimdall.
Yeah. Sometimes he comes and hangs out with me in the clock tower courtyard. He's cool.
See?
And,
Well, look to Janice. Have you ever tried being nice to them?
why the fuck would I do that?
Maybe that's why they're always messing with you.
You could learn a thing or two from Oliver, Janice. I seriously doubt that. Meanwhile, Edmund, over at the Hufflepuff table, who are you visiting?
Wilfred.
Wait, pause 1 second. Okay, yeah. Oliver, was there someone you specifically wanted to talk to or something? I don't want to, glaze over that.
Oh, no. He was just heading over there.
Okay, cool. So, Edmund, you're heading over toward Wilfred. Edmund! We got an extra seat over here. Wilfred calls you over.
Well, consider it taken.
You sit down with him, and you can see Morgan is in a small cast, like
full
both
body?
of his arms. Well, both of his arms are in a cast. And Wilfred's been feeding him.
You know, Poppy said that you're lucky you aren't in a full body.
Oh, yeah? Morgan says, completely, with a pissy look on his face. Something you don't normally see from him. Listen, that jackalope was twice my size.
Mm-hmm.
His feet were like little boxing gloves. Ugh.
It was a rabbit. It was a rabbit.
It was a jackalope. They have antlers and everything. I got like a mark. I can't show you. But it's like right underneath the collar. Wilfred, pull my shirt down. No, thank you. Wilfred says.
Yeah, I don't feel like looking at your collarbone right now. I'm so sorry.
Here comes the airplane. Morgan slaps the spoon out of his hand. And Nolan will say, somebody woke up on the wrong side of the bed this morning.
Or like the wrong side of the cast.
The moment I'm out, Wilfred, you will find your comeuppance. You too, Nolan. Don't think that just because you're blind you're getting off scot-free.
You know what comeuppance means? I'm proud.
No, Wilfred kind of turns toward you. You been okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I had a black eye for a bit because of the whole jackalopes thing, but it's fine. Everything is fine.
I'm surprised he didn't just tear them to shreds. I mean, Desdemona did.
Right. Yeah, I try not to commit violence against animals. I think Des just had a lot of pent-up rage. She was really scary.
It was my time of the month this time. I'm allowed to make that joke. Everyone else shut up.
You're the only female character in the players. Oh, that's funny. That's really funny. Edmund's time of the month.
Edmonton does sync up.
When one
Sync
person's a
cycles,
monster, they both are.
besties.
Everybody's cycles are a little different. Edmund turns into a werewolf. I have unending rage. I remember. Oh my gosh, this is making me think of an out of character thing, where Jess like laughed at me so hard. There's one day, and this can happen, where you just have a day and you're just like, I just feel sad today. Like I'm not feeling it today.
Mhm.
And I was like, I don't know. I don't know why I don't feel good, but I feel sad. And I was like, maybe it's my time of the month. And Jess laughed in my face. And I'm like, men have a cycle too. It's just not as volatile. That's all. It's just a little bloop.
I'm also pretty certain that men's cycles are a daily thing. It's 24 hours, whereas women's cycles are month long. That's why
there are month-long cycles too. I'm pretty sure.
if you're talking hormone cycles,
Yeah, I have to find this for you.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
we don't have to do this right now. You can do this over break.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
It's not.
It's okay. I'm catching bugs in Animal Crossing currently, so
You're catching bugs in Animal Crossing.
yeah.
Sorry.
Desdemona, are you going anywhere or want to talk to anybody?
I didn't want to cut into Brooke's scene.
Oh, sorry.
You're
Sorry,
good.
Evan?
I didn't really have anything for it. I just wanted to hang out with Wilfred.
I think he'd ask you, are you gonna be trying out for Quidditch or?
Oh god, no.
Oh, same.
Really? Not you?
No. I love flying. Oh, Merlin's beard. I love flying, but actually, like being a part of a team, having to take orders, doesn't really seem like my kind of thing.
Well, if you get to be captain, you get to give the orders. But that's also a long ways off.
Suppose that's pretty true.
It'd be good for you to practice your patience.
Nah. I think if anything, I just want to be shooting out metaphors on unsuspecting players on the field.
You should not be allowed at Quidditch events, I think. That's extremely dangerous.
But so far, haven't been banned yet. Because, and this is something that you will come to learn, Edmund, you can't get in trouble for something that they don't catch you doing.
You see, you're telling this to someone who assists Pomfrey with being an on-hand healer at the games, and I am a mandated reporter.
You gonna be a snitch, Edmund?
Maybe. What's in it for me if I don't?
Oh, are you blackmailing me right now? You can hear probably Nolan chuckle.
Blackmail.
He's got you there, Wilfred.
Such an awful word to use. I prefer influencing.
How about a favor?
Favor? How big of a favor?
I don't know, like a moderate-sized favor.
Moderate-sized favor. How about a no questions asked kind of favor?
Fine by me.
Perfect.
Wilfred would not have
Deal.
a problem with that. Bam. Man, Wilfred, apparently you don't even have to go to a crossroads. Nolan says.
Are you calling me a devil?
From what I know of you, yeah.
Shocked, appalled. If you ask any teacher, I'm an angel.
In the background, Morgan's trying to feed himself. Just in the background. And then, of course, we can hear it come all too quickly. Class bell rings. All right, everybody. Let's head off to DADA. And everybody is going to get 2 DADA spells to attempt.
Well,
You said 2 DADA.
Yeah.
Can I roll a persuasion to get Rojas to give me a healing spell?
No.
What the hell?
No.
Why not?
Because there's a mechanic for that. You gotta use a free period.
Mm. Life is so hard.
May not.
Alright, I got mine.
Alright. You know what? I don't have my grades open.
Wow. Way to be unprepared. That's crazy.
I live my life on the edge.
The edge of being unprepared.
Okay, Edmund, go ahead.
I'm gonna try Infirma Cerebra. That's a 6. I'm gonna try it again. That's a -1.
Well, your A goes down to a P.
All
Roll me a
right.
D100.
69.
69. You become invisible until you attack or cast next.
Wonderful. I'll just be here.
The way I want to be. Not perceived.
Mm-hmm.
Oliver. I swear.
I'm just gonna do Expelliarmus. Sorry, I was like thinking. I heard you. I was just thinking.
It's because last time I called upon you and you were like, "Oh, BAB." I was like, "Fuck." 20.
20
Good start.
and the Pindo. Not 20.
Oh shit! Flipendo! You're able to send your friend going flying, probably about 20 feet or so, and that is a 5 points to Gryffindor. Boom. And your E goes up to an O, obviously. An O for Oliver.
Yes.
Tony.
I will do Immobilis and Expelliarmus.
Immobilis. Ooh, just barely a failure. Oh, Jess resubscribed for 16 months. Damn.
Damn.
Oh, we got some comments too. Expelliarmus with a 5. Ooh, rough. Your grade goes down from an E to an A. Oh, Cyber's here. Tier 3, 16 months.
Hi, Cyber.
Woo. I love Cyber. I'm filling the chat with silliness, but I'm good, and I hope you are too. Oh. Rojas with the...
I haven't
Oh.
seen Cyber in so long.
Hi, Brooke Plus, everyone. Apparently, we're all chalk liver.
True.
That's fair.
It's a football block emoji. All right. Well, thanks for hanging out with us. Yeah, I'll send you the music because music makes the experience. So I'm sending in Twitch chat the link. I recommend opening it up on the side. Okay. Where are we? Right. So Tony had just biffed some of his spells. But because you had an E last semester, that just means you only got to go down to an A. So you're still passing. Okay, next is... so our last is Desdemona. Des, when you start off DADA class, who do you look for?
Honestly, probably Nolan.
Mm. He was hanging out over at the Hufflepuff table for most of breakfast and surrounded by so many people. It was very, very loud. And now, Nolan, as he normally does, is kind of calm, content. You can see him, he's found a little place on the wall where he's sitting on the floor and has his textbook that he has open and he's thumbing through a few things. He has his stave in his other hand and he's like doing little movements with it to follow along.
Hey,
Huh? Hey. Des,
how's
how are
that
you doing?
like? How's that like feel?
Oh, it's better now. I got the whole cast off last week, and all the bones should be perfect. No hairline fractures or anything.
Oh, good. I was worried that I don't know. Oh, I guess you'd already have a cane.
Would I be in crutches forever? No. I'm glad that our healthcare is a little bit better than that.
Surprisingly.
When he, after saying this and smiling, you see the smile fade. Him thinking about healthcare. Have you been okay lately? Coping with everything?
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
You're thinking about something.
Oh, always. I'm not Wilfred.
That boy's head probably sounds like a hollow tube.
I feel like more it's some kind of small radio station just constantly playing the best hits and nothing else.
Interspersed with static.
No one smiles. It's good to hear him laughing, especially with how kind of down he's been seeming lately. Quiet, extra quiet. I'm assuming you didn't just come down here to hang out with me.
I mean, I kind of did. I had some stuff to practice, and I'm not really good at, charms-based spells.
Yeah,
So,
there's a lot of them this year.
Yeah.
Nice
just
part is
gonna try
I'm
to
better at
practice.
those than DADA or other jinxes and stuff. Jinxes, hexes, they don't really come easy to me.
Oh, they're like second nature to me, but maybe that's just because I'm good at getting angry about things.
I heard what happened in herbology class. You really showed those jackalopes what for.
It was either them or me.
Hey, I won't judge.
I appreciate that.
And the two of you guys practice some spells together. What are your 2 spells you would like?
I am going to try to practice Arrest of Momentum for a dirty 20. It's not bad. And then
Got it.
Defodio.
Ooh,
Do I have inspo?
I would definitely use it.
I don't.
Yikes.
Because you hate me, I'm not funny.
Yeah. No,
I don't
Oh,
want each other.
you know,
It's fine.
since
You
I
don't
don't
have
give
to.
you inspo enough, I'll give it to you on this roll. Go
You
ahead.
don't have to. I feel bad I feel like I'm coercing you.
No, everybody knows that when I'm it's harder, like when I play with role players that I have played with for a long time, I have seen like their best of the best. And so sometimes maybe I set the bar a little too high when it comes to inspo for them. So take it. You do a good job.
I am just going to use that to reroll this then. 19.
Nice.
Okay. With a 20 and 19, I'll let you keep your O, and that's a success. Okay. That's Defense Against the Dark Arts class. You and Nolan don't really do a whole lot of practicing, mostly just like shooting the shit and talking the whole time. We have Potions class. Down in the Potions laboratory in the dungeons, Professor Slughorn is hard at work. Good evening, students, Slughorn says as he settles something on the front desk. He greets a few of you as you enter. Good day, Miss Averton. Billsley, he says toward Billy. Hello. Drusilla, hope you had a good weekend. Wait, let me just check something. Edmund, you excited for the next match? Gryffindor, huh?
Yeah. Rah, go team.
and as Edmund walks past, he looks out toward Morgan showing up with his 2 casted arms. Good to see you, Laramie. Morgan looks up like, what the fuck, Laramie? And he goes to go sit down. Many of you have been trying so hard lately. Why, puts a smile on this old man's face. I thought today maybe we spice things up a bit, Professor, you're not making any sense. Janice raises her hand and speaks. In the back, Desdemona and Nolan arrive just a little bit late. Oh, nonsense. Is that it? Well, expect it this class, as we brew the hair-raising potion, he says, grabbing a bottle off of the desk and giving it a swift swig. His hair grows a few inches and shoots out on the end. The class begins to snicker as Professor Slughorn suddenly looks like some kind of balding troll doll. Slughorn chuckles a bit too, but tries to contain himself. Not all potions are for purely utilitarian purposes. Some skill can be found in the odd and unusual. Now, I'm going to have you all split off into pairs of 3 this class. Wait, fuck. Show me those brains of yours can be used for something other than memorizing incantation or historical accounts. No, Miss Pruitt, you won't find this little brew in your textbooks. You can see Drusilla has been, flipping through her textbook the whole way. Each of you have been given incomplete recipe cards. One ingredient is missing. You must be the one to choose what it will be. But fear not. I have a simple selection up here at my front desk to choose from. When you have completed your potion and feel comfortable with its contents, drink your potion. We will see who will prevail. You have until the end of class. Slughorn sits in his chair, menacingly, with a slick smile on. Janice sweats. We'll go on! Go! He yells, and people start to, try to find their groups and get into the area. And there are 4 ingredients up at the front. So, what groups do we pull ourselves into?
I think it's groups of 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Des is gonna pull Nolan and find Sadie.
I think she's looking through the crowd right now, trying to find somebody, and the 2 of you guys lock eyes. You can see Nate beside her is like, Sadie? Oh, I'm going over with Des. Okay, Logan. And he's yelling over, trying to find people. Desdemona, Sadie heads over toward you and Nolan. Hey Nolan, you ready for a bit of a challenge? No, Nolan says. And she says, that's the spirit, and goes to go sit down with you guys. That's Desdemona's group.
Blonde trio.
The Blondies.
Blonde trio. Blonde boys doing what blonde boys
Blonde
do.
boys too.
I forgot about that meme. I want to watch that again. So, everyone else?
If we're going with hair color, Tony will go with Drusilla and Janice. Ravenclaw Black Ops.
I think that, how, do you have any downtimes with these characters? I believe you do, right?
Yeah, with both.
With both, awesome. So they would probably allow you into their group, because there's all other people who are trying to get in. They're like, no. Tony, over here, please. Janice calls you over. Good, we need somebody competent. I cannot believe that he's going to be giving us a potion to make, and we don't even know the ingredients. Calm down, Janice, calm down.
What's the scope of what could happen here? If depending on what we pick, what different things do you reckon could happen?
Honestly, not certain. I've never tried to make a potion all on my own before, you know? Okay, it says here that we have porcupine quills and rat tails as our main ingredients here, as well as one unnamed ingredient. Shit. Okay. Well, it looks like that ingredient goes in last, so we can at least make the potion.
All right. Let's make the precursors.
Let's try not to fuck this up. Please, Janice says. Yes, Janice. And that's Tony's group. Oliver, Edmund.
Oliver would probably just look at Edmund.
What's your potions mod?
Not telling
Wow. Make an
What's your
insight
potions
check,
grade?
Edmund, to see if you know if he's any good.
Can I argue Edmund has been pretty fixated on Oliver? Has probably
Roll.
noticed.
Roll insight if you were paying attention to that rather than other things.
At advantage?
No.
6.
You were not paying attention to his skill in potions. You can't be sure.
Mm-hmm. Fine, but don't get cat hair in it.
Okay, first of all, I wiped off this shirt.
You still smell like cat piss.
Still like smell the shirt. It does not.
No amount of expensive cologne can cover it up.
I see you guys are getting along already, Darcy says.
Join us, please. I need someone sane.
Yeah, you got it. Darcy will take her seat. Okay, then that is everybody. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go group by group and make a potion making check. Woo! Okay. Desdemona, make your check. I'll make it for the other two NPCs.
Oh,
Ooh,
shoot.
that's good. You
That
had
is
Sadie and who?
Nolan,
And Nolan. Nolan did badly,
of course.
and
Naturally.
Sadie did well.
I got a 24.
Yeah, you guys are able to compensate for Nolan. So I'll keep your O for now. So
I have an
that's
O?
Des. Oh, sorry, that's the idea I'm looking at. You have an E. I'll keep your E. Okay.
Oh, I don't get up to an O.
Not yet.
Ah.
Okay. Tony. I'll roll for the girls. Roll a potion making check. Yikes. I mean, with
Well,
Drusilla's mod, it still becomes alright. Oh, Jen's got a natural 20.
And Tony just looks like back and forth between them and says, okay, let's break the chemical weapons convention. 19.
You could probably make this an aerosol. Okay, with a 19, we have the natural 20, which is 5 points to Ravenclaw. Boom, boom. And Tony... Yeah, I'll put up your grade tentatively. We'll see if it stays that way or not. Okay, Edmund, Ollie, go ahead. Roll me your potion making check.
I swear to God, if I see a negative in your mod, I'm going to kill you. Good.
Darcy got an 18.
26.
Fuck yeah. Alright, alright.
Is it?
18.
Huh?
Mara,
Yes?
correct me if I'm wrong. Aren't you a Magizu?
Yeah.
In what world was that modifier going to be negative, bro?
Right? I was like, okay.
I don't know. I don't know what to expect with Mara. I don't know. Mara is one of those people who don't really give a fuck about stats. They just care about like the character concept, and so I'm always like, I don't know what the fuck you have.
That's valid.
You could have disadvantage on potion making checks simply because that's what we decided in character creation.
Right,
It could be
like-
yeah. Okay. Alright, so everybody, you have all successfully brewed your potion until it is bubbling at like a nice low greenish color. Currently, it hasn't really gotten that last little glow, and you start to see groups of students are heading up to the front right now to go grab their last ingredient and decide which one they are going to be picking. Professor Slughorn sits on the other side of the desk judging people's opinions and what they're going to be choosing. So, um, I'm like, the three of us, Jess, Mara, Brooke, you guys have done this multiple times.
Why don't we?
So,
Why don't we just do
think-
the thing?
do you just
Let's
want to
do
just do the
the rigmarole.
rolls?
No,
And then I'll
let's
give
just-
Tony like a
let's
solo?
do the rigmarole. I would like to do a solo.
Okay. Okay. So then I will call upon a random student. Yeah. Okay. That is Tony's up first. So everyone else, get the fuck out of here. Go into Discord or something.
Damn, what if I don't want to leave? What if you
Yeah, that was about to. There's no way
go
that
into
wasn't gonna happen.
Discord?
You get out of here.
You go into Discord.
Get out of here. Go on, get. There we go. Hello, Tony. Just you and me now. Brooke, what if? Okay, so now that we are alone, you here with me, Roger?
Yeah, yeah.
Wonderful. Janice and Drusilla say, okay, I think that's about it. Yeah, why don't we go up and get our ingredients? Tony?
Yep.
You guys stand up and head over toward the front desk. You wait in line for a little while, trying to get a glimpse at what everyone's picking. And you finally are up there. Professor Slughorn looks up. Ah, if it isn't some of my favorite potioneers. Drusilla, Janice, Mr. Cavallero, I do hope that you brought your thinking caps today. In front of you each are 4 ingredients, one of which is the correct one. From left to right, we have Fairy Wing, Billywig Stinger, Lovage Leaf, and Cat Hair. Your call. Janice is thinking. Drusilla is rubbing her arm, thinking as well. And what this means is that you get to make a check of your choice that is not a potion making check. So you can make a herbology check, a magical creatures check, investigation, history of magic, insight, anything, any check that you can justify to me. And we whittle down the options.
Yeah, okay, I'll go with History of Magic.
Okay, go ahead and make a history magic check.
Oh, God.
Ooh. All right, that's a natural one. That's a natural one. When you look at these 4, I think all of them have been used in potions before. I think they're all proper potion ingredients. Loving Leaf you've used in other potions that you've done in this class before. Now you've never used Fairy Wing, never used Cat Hair either. Never heard of anyone using cat hair, but you're so flustered in this moment that you're not really sure. You look toward the other girls to hopefully pick up the slack. You only get the one check. Okay. Janice is gonna maybe make a... She's gonna make an investigation check. Holy shit, natural 20. Again, that's the second nat 20 that I've rolled. Another 5 points to Ravenclaw. Boom, boom. She looks and she says, well, I don't think I've ever heard of cat hair be used in a potion before. Like, ever. So, I think that might be a red herring. Fairy Wing would definitely have, the flight capability, with the hair, but I think it might be too strong. And Drusilla, what do you think? That's going to be a herbology check. And you rolled an 18 on the die. You are so lucky, Tony. You are so lucky that nat 20 was there, or else it would have been between two things, because she got a natural 20. I ticked off 2. It's not cat hair. It's not fairy wing. Drusilla is able to tick off the last one for you. Lovage leaf. Yeah, we used it in the confusion concoction, right? Yeah, the confusion concoction. I don't think that's going to have a good effect when it comes to hair raising. You're right. I guess all that's left is... And Tony, you see the Billywig Stinger.
Yeah, good job you were here, because I was liking the look of the fairy wing. So what is this stinger? Do we have to like put on thick leather gloves to handle it or something?
No, it's like a needle. So as long as you're careful, you just grab the side of it. It's blue. It's a billywig specifically is like a flying, buzzing insect. So it's kind of like a wasp's stinger. And now that you hold it, you look at it, and I guess that would make sense. Billywigs are known for their ability to fly. And to kind of buzz around up high. So, as well as if you look at your other ingredients that I stated, porcupine quills are also, thin, needle-like. Even rat tails are thin, needle-like. So, it kind of fits the theme. You take that back, and you have the correct ingredient. Great job, Roger. Even though you got that one, which is crazy, absolutely crazy. It would have been like a coin toss. Okay, so you're good. You definitely get to keep that O that you earned, and I would like you please to call in another person. So head into Discord, call in somebody else.
Okay, I'm
just,
done. Whoever
leave.
wants to go in next can go.
And you just pop out of StreamYard, Roger? Awesome.
Hello.
Hello. The hell's Mara?
Oh, fuck. I forgot I was in a group with her.
Pop back in. Mara, get your ass in here. Cyber's laughing
Mara,
at you.
we're in a group together. I fully forgot she was in my
Oh, I like your headline. Awoo.
Awoo.
What the heck? Mara. Okay. Elgato. Hi, Mara.
Hello.
Mara, you are still in BC.
Yeah, and life is a hellscape. What do you want from me?
Yes, and I live to make it worse.
All right. So, the two of you guys and Darcy, who is with you, finish up your potion. You feel pretty confident about it. I think this went pretty well. It just says that we need the final ingredient.
Right. We need to go to Slughorn for that.
Just over here. You can see someone else having walked away from the table. Tony and Drusilla and Janice, are walking away with their ingredient that they're keeping hidden. Right over here, lads. Hello, Mr. Lovett. What'll it be today, I wonder? He looks down. You have 4 ingredients here. From left to right, fairy wing, billywig stinger, lovage leaf, and cat hair.
We aren't doing cat hair.
You don't know that.
We
I
aren't
think
doing
you should
cat
ask
hair.
Freya.
We are not doing
She's
cat
great
hair.
with potions.
We are not doing cat hair.
I don't know, Mr. Avery. Seems pretty set on it.
No. Like, look at Oliver. Like, no, stop it.
Just saying.
That's
you should
actually
ask the
hilarious.
expert.
Just earlier, you were saying that you didn't want cat hair in your potion, and it's literally an option.
Mhm.
Darcy laughs.
We aren't doing cat hair. I don't care. I don't care.
What
We
if
are
it's
not
the
doing it.
answer?
I don't care if it's the answer. I'd rather get this wrong than do cat hair.
Well, you apparently not a fan of the feline variety, are we?
They're disgusting and they stink.
Coming from you, that's rich.
My mother kept cats. I think they have a charm in their own way, but they're not for everyone.
They're mean for no reason.
He's just mad that they're more perceptive than dogs. Intelligent.
They are not. I witnessed Heimdall trying to climb my bed curtains for no reason at 3 a.m. last night.
You just didn't know the reason. Maybe he was keeping watch and needed a higher vantage point.
Keeping
Hey,
watch in
guys.
the dorm room.
Darcy's like, "Hey guys, there's a line."
Sorry, Percy.
Right, yeah.
Right. Okay, so you guys know the drill. You got to make a check that is not a potion making check. Any check that you can justify to me works.
I'm gonna let Edmund explain their ideal before I tell mine because it's a bit unhinged.
I'm
Okay.
scared of you. Can I just No, Slughorn doesn't know about my proclivities.
No.
Not my proclivities.
Can you guys fucking make your rolls,
I'm
please?
thinking, leave me alone. I'm gonna make an investigation check.
Okay.
Fuck.
Did you fuck it up? Oh, yeah. You did a capital R.
Alright.
That's a natural one, Cyber. They fucked up the roll and they're like, fuck, and then rolled it correctly and it was a nat one. Fuck!
Alex, Oliver is going to pull Freya from out of his pocket bag.
Who the fuck is Freya?
This cat. Shush.
That's the other cat.
He's gonna look at her. He's gonna hold her up. He's gonna be like, "What do you think?" He's gonna, put her on the table.
You're gonna be like, go on, little guy. And they're going to pick. You know what? I'll leave that to last. I'm gonna have Darcy at least make a check. Go. That's not bad. I think they're like, I think I agree with Edmund. We probably shouldn't do cat hair.
Well,
I mean, it's not really a magical creature, is it?
Now that thing is out.
Potion ingredients are supposed to hold magical essence. Cats aren't magical.
He's
He's gonna
staring
cover
at
Freya's
Freya right
ears.
now.
Don't say that.
I'm sure some would argue cats are magical creatures. Absolutely.
Isn't Freya a Kneasel?
Exactly. I think Freya is the Kneasel, actually.
The half Kneasel or full Kneasel?
I don't remember what we said. Hold on, let me check my notes.
It does make a difference. She'd be considerably larger.
Freya's a full Kneasel. Heimdall's just like a regular ass cat.
Yeah. So she's probably been growing up the past year, so she probably got really big. They get like as big as bobcats, so pretty big. You hold Freya out and start sniffing. So does that mean it's going to be like a perception check from your cat? Like what?
I was banking on magical creatures.
Okay, yeah, you can make a magical
hate it
creature
here.
check.
I hope you not won. Damn it.
20. You can see the cat like sniffs over toward Lovage Leaf and like goes to bite it and then like tastes it for 1 second. Goes. That's a no. You guys are left with 2 options: Fairy Wing and Billy Wig Stinger. One of you, please roll me a d2.
Brooke, you can roll.
I would
You want
love
to
to.
you want to make Brooke roll?
Yeah, that
Which
way
one?
Oliver can
Fairy
blame Edmund if they
Wing!
fail.
You guys
Oh,
grab the Fairy
no.
Wing.
Oh no. All right.
Just gonna go over to your grades here. Well, I'll make
My
Brooke roll her cursed
are
dice.
always like really, really good or really, really bad.
Ollie carts around everything. Oh, that's you, Mara, isn't it?
Yeah.
Cool.
Tail Smith.
Tells me.
Tail Smith mentioned. Let's go.
Shout out to our sister area.
Sister
Tailsmith.
company.
Yeah. By the way, Mara, do you want me to add you to the notifications for live streaming?
That would be awesome, actually. Thank
Okay.
you.
Remind me after a session. Do that. Okay, you guys got your Fairy Wing and head back to go finish up your potion. Okay, you guys head back in and call Jess in.
All right.
Just you and me, Cyber. You and me. And Jess. Hey, Jess!
Fancy seeing you here.
Oh, yeah. Come here often.
You like jazz?
You like jazz? Remember that one time when I actually asked you that question and I wasn't joking? It's like, do you like jazz? And you like just burst out laughing. Yep. Okay, so you're heading up with Nolan and
Sadie.
When you arrive at Professor Slughorn's thing, he has just shooed off Oliver and Edmund and Darcy turns around like, good luck, she says toward you.
Thanks.
When she goes to sit down, you guys head up, and Professor Slughorn's already talking to Sadie. Miss Milne, hope you had a good winter break. Yes, it didn't get too cold out here. Where do you head? I thought you live up in the 7th floor. It's pretty nice accommodations, I hear. Oh yes, one of the best offices in the school. Used to be actually a headmaster's office at one point. But now I accommodate there. I normally stay out in one of my homes in Godric's Hollow or out in London when I'm not here. That would be fun. I've lived here since I was 6 now. This is home to me. Well, back onto it, eh? We have 4 ingredients, each one important, but only one is the proper one. Out here we have, from left to right, Fairy Wing, Billy Wig Stinger, Lovage Leaf, and Cat Hair. Which will it be, Miss Milne? Ah, Miss Scrimgeour, you're in this too.
Hello, Professor.
He says, I think he'll say something without really thinking much about it. I think he'll say, your father was quite the accomplished potioneer back in his day. See if you follow in his footsteps.
She tries to suppress like a twitch that comes across her features. And then
You feel a hand on your shoulder. Nolan grips you. Alright. Nolan steps up as if he's looking at it. I say cat hair. Don't just jump down to something, Nolan. I'm joking. What do you guys think? And Sadie will make a check.
Oh.
What's going to be your check, Jess?
God, I have absolutely no idea. She's not really good at anything, like particularly intellectual. Survival? You
Sure.
think? Like,
Could be. Maybe. You want to roll a survival check?
I don't think any of the charisma-based checks are gonna do anything for me.
Probably not.
Yeah, because I'd have to do it against Slughorn, and Slughorn's not gonna be receptive to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think
Okay,
I think
so
she'll
you're
just
gonna
roll a
you're gonna do that.
survival-based check.
Sadie will roll her bulky check first. Come on. Doesn't get too good, but she has a good modifier. I'm not entirely certain. I can't be sure of anything. Nolan will make an investigation check.
I
Natural 20.
was actually gonna make a suggestion to Nolan
Go right ahead.
that he should make a divinations check.
What?
You're good at divinations, and you have the thing.
That'd be cheating.
All's fair in love and war.
Well, he got a nat 20 on the die, so stall him. I just have to. I forgot my bag, my notes out at the table.
Yeah.
He's really bad at lying. He turns around.
I got a dirty 20 for a survival check.
Okay, so with that, with the 20, so you would knock one off, and with his nat 20, you would knock two off, meaning you would have the remaining one. So I will just give it all to Nolan and say that in the background he's like 1 second, and then like the camera maybe stays like on a boring shot of you and Darcy, and then like there's like a
Sadie.
yellow flash. Oh, Sadie, sorry. And then Nolan comes back. You know, I'm thinking Billy Wig Stinger might be the call here, guys. What? How would you know?
Really? You sure it's not the cat hair?
I'm sure it's not the cat hair. He
All
says
right,
very
then.
quietly to you.
You heard the boy. I suppose it's the Billy Wig singer.
And what exactly are we going off of here?
Sadie.
What?
She like gives her a look, like shakes her head, like. Mm-mm-mm.
And he just moves forward and grabs the Billy Wig Stinger. There you go. Somebody take this from me before I poke myself.
Desdemona like waits for a little bit too long and then takes it.
I'll poke you. Take it from him.
You can try.
And you guys go off toward the potioneering booth. All right. Crazy. I think during that little bit, though, he while you guys are brewing the last bit, no one will like lean over toward you and say, I got something else too. And I think I need to talk to you guys about it.
Sadie was with us in the
I know.
Okay. So she'll like lower her voice. What do you mean, like?
After, not now. It's something
With everyone? Or?
important. Everyone, yeah. Okay. So we're good there. Let's grab everybody else and bring them back in. Get your asses back in here. Sweet.
Meow.
Meow.
Meow 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 meow. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. All of you guys have successfully gone out and picked one of the ingredients out for yourselves. Tony, you and your group plop it in. You see it turn to a bright, like vermilion, like glowing color. Perfect. Desdemona, you get this a similar color over at your group. Ollie and Edmund, you see that low green kind of start to churn into a bright pink. When you feel comfortable with its contents, drink your potion. His voice echoes in your ears. All right, Des, bottoms up. Ready for a bad hair day?
Yeah. Hey, Sadie, do you want to like lock arms and do this like we're at a wedding?
They like do that, and, like, put the arm around or whatever. Tony, you and your group, Janice says, "You're certain you got everything right? It's the right color, isn't it? It can be a right color and still get it wrong. Well, we can't go back now." "Oh, I hate this assignment," Janice says. Takes a thing.
And there's enough of this for like all of us to.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, Tony. Bottoms up. Ting. Cheers. Talk that back. We'll come right back to what happens right after we cut over to Ollie and Edmund's group, who are looking down at their bright pink cauldron.
I
You
don't
think it worked?
it's safe enough to drink.
I think we're supposed to drink it.
Can I, like, sniff it?
You should go first.
Yeah, it tickles your nose, like Pop Rocks.
Smells like Pepto-Bismol if they put sugar in it. I'm good, personally. I'm good with failing. I'm comfortable with that.
Your grade will go down further if you don't.
I can't fail this class. Oliver will tell you and he'll grab it.
Fuck, okay.
Hey, we don't know. This could be it. Maybe. Darcy says, unsure of themselves.
Edmund will reluctantly take a cup. Alright.
Hey, if it winds you up in the hospital wing, you'll at least be able to get out of class.
Yes, because I want to get out of class. Like a normal person.
Down the hatch. Darcy takes it. You guys take it?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay, everybody swigs down their potion. Over at Desdemona and Tony's table, everybody's hair becomes bone straight and flies straight up toward the air like a strong static current has locked your hair in place. Desdemona's is probably a giant frizzled mess.
I brush my hair.
Sadie
Not
has
well,
a
but I brush my hair.
And I don't think you do.
Sadie has like a ponytail, so it just like sticks up like a spearhead. Over for, I think you get a similar thing when it comes to Janice, where her hair just goes
No.
straight up. Huh?
Abria chopped her hair off.
That was a while ago. Has it grown back since?
It doesn't
A
really
little
grow
bit.
back that much.
It's been like a few months, so it has grown back a bit,
fast. It's grown
but
like maybe 2 inches.
Yeah.
God.
But Janice's hair kind of flicks out on all sides. She's probably been using Crenus Muto though to like at times, certain days. And Tony, what does your hair end up looking like?
Does this actually make your hair get any longer, or is it just what you have stands up?
It's what your hand stands up and it goes bone straight. So if you had curly hair, it becomes like a spaghetti noodle.
Oh yeah, so Tony has pretty short hair, like sort of like what I have. So I imagine when it all goes straight, it's like all going outwards, like in proportion to the angle it's coming out of his head. So it looks like oh god, what was that? I'm trying to think of
Like a porcupine.
yeah. So it's just like sticking out like needles all over.
A little hedgehog. Hedgehog Cavallero. Drusilla will laugh at. Drusilla normally has her hair in space buns. So the space buns like unravel and go straight in two directions. Like giant bunny ears.
Oh, I know what I was thinking of. Stickle bricks.
Stickle bricks. Sound like an old like toy.
Yeah, sort of like a Lego, but instead of like nodules, it has like little
Right.
bricks. So
Yeah. I didn't even know those things had a name. Just for a blast from the past, let me send everybody a picture in discussion. And meanwhile, Oliver, Edmund, and Darcy, you guys drink yours. You look at each other. Your hair's fine. They look back toward Darcy, and you can hear, ah, ah! And Darcy is currently floating in the air about like 5 feet up, and is currently floating up into the ceiling, and you can feel yourselves giving way as you start to rise up into the air, unable to right yourself or control your ascent.
I am blaming this on you. He is looking at Oliver.
I knew we shouldn't have let the cat decide, Darcy says.
Cats are evil, and this is why.
Meanwhile, the cat's like below, like trying to swat up at Oliver. Wait, it leaps up at him. I'm gonna roll to hit. And it like clings on. You can feel its talons like rip into your collar and your shoulder. Ah! And it's like trying to pull you down right now. Are you here, Oliver? Maybe not. Okay. Alright, that is the end of potions class. And we see that I think it was Gryffindor and Slytherin that were going. No, Gryffindor and Hufflepuff. Hufflepuff lost their match at the end of the day today. And so when we come back, we're gonna have a little bit of a meeting and then herbology class. Okay, we're gonna have our break now. 10 minutes.
Are you looking for that perfect gift for that tabletop role player in your life? For that podcaster? For that little sister that keeps going on and on about shiny math rocks? Well, look no further. OBP Musical has you covered. Original theme music for your characters, worlds, podcasts, and more. Has your bard written lyrics about a party member's tragic demise? Let us compose to them. Or better yet, let us write those lyrics for you. But the goodness, no, greatness, doesn't stop there. How would you like a cast member of Les Miserables, Disney, or Come From Away to sing your pieces? Oh, you bet you would. Fully orchestrated cinematic pieces. Pieces like this.
Who'd rise to meet the call, who'd fiercely face the danger, be a hero to them all. For the horde of people
we have 8 vocalists, 7 composers, 2 lyricists, and an admin team ready to take your request. For as low as $60 US, you can get your own musical theme. OBP Musical, making fantasy a reality.
Hello. We are back from our 10-minute break.
I need you to know, for the entirety of that 10 minutes, I've been trying to figure out how the fuck to put these insoles in my shoes. And I cannot, for the life of me.
Put
Figure
them
out
in your
how.
shoes.
I can't, because they're
You
like the
needed
gel
me to
insoles.
know that? You
Yes.
needed me to know that?
I did. I need you to know my
Gel
struggles.
inserts?
Yeah.
So you take the laces out.
There's no laces, they're boots. They're like go-go boots.
Okay. Maybe that's not the type of shoe you want to wear where you have to put gel inserts in them.
I'm going to a concert, so I'm...
Oh, okay.
It's fine, I'll just make my sister do it.
So, coming back after the break, potions class has ended, and we've had dinner. After dinner, however, or maybe during dinner, Desdemona sends off a few invitations. Where would we be meeting, Desdemona?
Where would Desdemona bring everyone? Vestibule Mischief.
So, we recall this from our search for Nolan. There's an underground courtyard, one with like velvety purple grass and lots of comfortable place to sit. I think. So you guys have all received your like little invitations separately. I believe we also have Wilfred, Sadie, and Darcy who have been
Nate,
invited as well.
not Darcy.
Damn it, Nate. My bad. Edmund, we follow you as you walk into the vestibule. The message itself was given to you by Des, but it was a little bit cryptic. You're glad you've been able to find your way here. You can currently see a large group of people who are all gathering underneath the light of these bioluminescent mushrooms that grow around the pillars that hold up the ceiling.
The place where the glowing things grow, that was the most cryptic invitation I've ever received.
I didn't have a problem with it, Wilfred says.
I've only been here once. First, I went to the fucking Grindalo Lagoon. And then I went to the Great Hall because I was like, oh, candles floating around. And then I had to come back down here.
We have a lagoon? Nolan says.
Yeah, it has like bioluminescent worms and shit.
Gross. Sadie
It's actually
says.
really pretty.
Aren't you supposed to be like the smart one of the Gryffindors?
I'm pretty sure that Sadie is the one who gets that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well, I'm just chopped liver to the Gryffindors, I guess.
Edmund's like our, I don't know, like our house mascot or something.
Excuse me?
He's way too uncheerful for that.
That was Nate, by the way, who was saying that.
Is it because I'm a werewolf?
No. He says,
Well,
looking
squint.
guilty.
It's because I'm a werewolf, I see.
Thanks for coming, Edmund. I kind of had something that I needed to share with everybody.
Yeah, no problem. Is everything alright?
No, not exactly. Take a seat.
Like, look around and take a seat on the ground.
Yeah, everyone else is saying it's very, very soft. Okay. I guess I don't really know how to start this. During potions class, earlier today, we had to find the right ingredient, and well, Desdemona, she suggested that maybe I use our little friend. And he pulls out of his bag a small lead box and opens it up. You can see a little golf ball sitting there. It showed us things in the past, and maybe it would show us things. Maybe it would show us the right answer. And it did. We got Billy Wigstinger. Sorry, you two.
Edmund will slowly turn to Oliver to glare at him.
You picked the fairy wing.
Your
You
cat
couldn't, like,
smelled it.
Slip some of us the answer too? Nate says. I got cat hair. That was an uncomfortable last hour.
Meow.
Hey, me too! And Wilfred puts a fist bump up. Wilfred, I'm not fist bumping you for growing a cat tail.
What color was the tail?
I want a cattail.
Same hair.
Curtains match the carpet.
Yes, the carpet matches the drapes. He's like, oh, it's like a dark black.
Dark black. The color black is inherently dark.
First of all, Edmund, go fuck yourself. Second of all, okay. When I attuned with it again, I saw things similar to things that we saw that night last semester, but different. It was less, just little flashes. I saw the correct potion. I also saw the different possibilities that we could grab. Like lovage leaf would confuse us if we took it. But that's not all I saw. I saw two things. No, wait. I saw one thing. Tomorrow, in herbology class, we all die. Which doesn't make sense. Because, I mean, if we've seen the future, then we can't die. But I saw it.
How?
Mandragora. Billy knocks Logan's pot. Oh, sorry, wrong way. Logan knocks Billy's pot onto the ground. It shatters, screams, and no amount of earmuffs are going to stop that. The whole greenhouse is gone. Us with it.
Then we should warn Logan to be careful, maybe?
I honestly don't know what would be the best course of action here.
Make it to where he never gets there.
Are you suggesting we take him out before herbology?
I'm just saying, if he's not in class, he can't kill all of us.
I have a more pragmatic solution.
What?
And Daz is gonna like dig around in her bag. Made this. I think it was last semester. Was that last semester or last year? She pulls out a small vial of green liquid.
Herbicide?
An exceptional one. Can't scream if it's dead.
Edmund will like hold out a hand, like, let me look at it.
Wouldn't it be simpler to just spongify the floor so the pot doesn't break?
But that they would notice beforehand. These kinds of things, no one says, are really delicate. Small little differences can make a big difference, but it can be hard to change a course of fate. Or so my divining textbooks have been saying. If we try to change it, we could just end up making it happen in a different way, or make it worse.
Just to be
Possibly
clear,
we can
what's
make it better.
worse than we all die?
Yeah. I guess it's not really any worse than that, is there?
Well,
Mhm.
we all die, and then whatever Nolan has been using is found by someone else who sees things and doesn't stop them.
Either way, we need some kind of way. Even if we're there to catch it, it leaves too much up to chance. Even a spongify just ends up making it like a trampoline. It could bounce away, roll, and crack. We need to find it at its source. Try to cut it off.
Then I think what Des suggested would
I
be best.
guess they're really great than our lives.
Right. And
Tony.
even if we warn one of them, like it could just end up happening where someone else knocks over a pot or something.
Right.
Like
Tony,
redirecting
what
a
about-
stream.
Tony,
What
you're friends
about
with
if
Billy,
we-
right?
So what was that about,
Tony,
Billy?
I said, Tony, you're friends with Billy, right?
Yeah, we talk sometimes. What do you have in mind?
We need to know which one's hers. There's a lot of pots in that entire greenhouse. Maybe you could get close to her. You could help her out in the morning with watering it and find out which one is hers. Or even maybe you could convince her to do it before curfew. I don't know. Sooner rather than later is best, right?
Yeah, but like you were saying that how these things can jump from one to another. Even if we deal with one mandrake, we could just end up another one getting knocked over.
It's true.
What about, okay, here's an idea. What about we just go in there as normal and one of us just expresses concern, ask the teacher, who, because these things are so dangerous, what if we drop them? Like, should we be taking safety precautions? And then the teacher may just make things safer for everybody somehow, that then nullifies the threat from whatever angle it might be coming at.
I
Because
could talk
anyone,
to Sprout, Wilfred says.
Yeah.
I mean, she is my head of house.
Yeah, but they've been teaching us for years. No whether they just change things now.
Just because of a hunch.
Well, you know, I could be annoying. It's a personal strength of mine. Anyway, it could help out in the long run.
I don't disagree with that, but I think we should probably put multiple plans in motion in order to have backups.
I agree. No one says. The simplest option would just be not to show up. I'm glad
But
that I
then
have
that
friends who.
leaves everyone.
I'm glad I have friends who care. Now, I don't want to be right about this. I really wish that. I wish that I didn't have to burden you with all this. I'm just me.
It's not a burden. We're friends. We help each other. I owe you guys my career at Hogwarts continuing.
Wait a minute, is there any other way we could justify this being a concern that doesn't draw attention to the weird future sphere thing? Like, considering where we are, like, a prophetic dream's a thing. I mean, could we just say that somebody had a dream and saw this happen and they'd take it seriously?
What, a second year?
Divinations is still considered iffy at best.
Oh, thanks,
even
Edmund.
if it is.
No
I'm
one
not.
said-
That wasn't a dig at you. I'm just saying, even though it is considered a class and a occupation, a lot of wizards don't believe in it.
Yeah, my dad, like, just profusely tells me that divinations is a sham. Wilfred
Same.
says.
Yeah. It's sort of like in the world of how this is. In this sort of world, this is a pseudoscience, I suppose, a pseudo magic for a lot of people.
Yeah.
More theory than substance.
It
Out of
also
character,
doesn't help that
there-
divinations tends to screw people up in the head.
Out of character, divinations was not even going to be taught at Hogwarts until Trelawney, I believe. Like it for a while, like they were going to remove the thing entirely, and fucking what's his butts? Damn it. This is canon.
Dumbledore?
Dumbledore, thank you. Dumbledore went out to try to find a replacement for the previous divinations professor, and was going to give up and just go, meh, we just won't have divinations anymore, because it's kind of bullshit. And then Trelawney gave him the prophecy of Harry Potter, and he was like, oh shit, okay, I'm hiring you. Turns out she mostly was a sham anyway. But he kept her around because he knew that there was something real in there. Most of the shit that Trelawney talks about, though, is complete bullshit.
Okay, let's think about this another way from other possible what magic we could use to stop this happening. Because we've got the obvious ones like spongify the ground or the pot or catch it out of the air.
How many of you guys know
Killing the
Arrestum Momentum?
plant.
Oh, bye, Jess.
Probably
How many of
Wi-Fi.
you guys know Arrestum Momentum? Nate asks.
Yeah, I've got it. Plus, there's epoximize. We could stick the pots to the table so they can't get knocked flying.
It's only so strong. It's like a strong glue.
I still think that just killing the plant is our best bet.
But if we could structure ourselves all around the greenhouse in different increments, we'll be able to get a better view of all over the greenhouse. Keep our eyes open, you know.
And if we
Still
kill one,
not
there's a
real
very
safe.
high chance it'll just default onto another one. And we're going to end up playing a weird game of Final Destination where if it's not one thing that gets us, it's another.
That's completely correct, Roger.
All right,
I
so we
don't-
poison the plant and then we situate ourselves around the greenhouse to be able to keep track of other plants possibly falling.
Ianoi's about to do her job.
Exactly. Des?
I don't care if I have to set the whole greenhouse on fire to make sure that we
Okay.
don't die.
Let's not do that. 'cause
Honestly,
then
I
we all
don't care
fail.
about. I don't care about a bunch of plants. If the alternative is us getting screamed to death,
True. I would rather be living with a bad herbology grade.
I would agree.
if it makes you all feel any better, I could just sneak in the morning, dump the exceptional herbicide into a bunch of soil, and then mix it into everyone's pot. If everyone fails, then maybe
That would
Sprout's
dilute it.
likely to just nix our grade entirely.
I think you should do it tonight,
Me?
not in the morning. Sprout is probably, she's getting ready for the final herbology class. We don't want to run into her.
Good call.
Sounds fun to me. I don't mind sneaking out.
So, what? Des does this alone? Nana?
I'll go with her, I guess.
Wait, we're talking about going out after curfew, Sadie says.
Use the cat's lookouts.
Can we just, can we get to it in the morning? Sadie says, not really sure. The darkness will
Am I
help
mixing
us.
dirt into everyone's pots, or
Maybe I'll just stay put out in Gryffindor Tower.
The
I trust
dirt's
you, Des.
probably the best route.
It's gonna suck.
We still need to
Can
find
I-
out which one is the proper pot, so we'll get Tony's help with that.
I mean, if I put it in everyone's pot, we don't need to know what the proper pot is.
Everyone's pot. Wilfred's like, I've actually been working really hard on mine, so please
If
don't.
everyone fails,
Juniper's
can she
been
fail
working
the
really
entire
hard on
class?
mine. Okay?
Can she fail the entire class?
She will definitely fail the entire class. Have you met Sprout?
I don't know. I mean, you know what an exceptional herbicide can do. Like, if it's gonna raise a few, half the class failing, maybe. But like everyone getting their grades all.
We could all get O's by default, Wilfred says.
I think you
Wait,
should
what
mix it
about
with
if we just sort of crowdsource the solution to this without telling anybody any details about this? What if we just start spreading the fear of what happens if one of these gets dropped and broken? Put everybody on edge about it, so they'll all be thinking about possible solutions, and then everybody will be watching for something going wrong.
Fear breeds uncertainty, Nolan says. You know, a lot of people scared about one thing, and possibilities might end up being quite chaotic.
Real quick, can I try to stealthily slip a exceptional dreamless sleep potion into Oliver's bag?
Yeah, sleight of hand check.
Just in case you do this tonight. And you need to be whatever. Just in case. Not 20. You have an
Sure.
exceptional dreamless sleep potion now, just in case you have to stay up late.
Nice.
Okay. All right then. We have our plan. Tony, you can meet up with Billy. Try to get her to take you to the greenhouse, or take her to the greenhouse. Find out which plant is hers.
And then once Tony figures that out, he'll pass the information on to Des, and then Des and Ollie will. I hate that you made your name Ollie on here. Now I'm calling you Ollie by default, and I'm like, Edmund would never.
And then Desdemona and Oliver will go out.
Avery.
Oliver. Avery. 6 syllables.
Will go out and mix in the soil.
So are we just killing everyone's mandrakes then?
If we're killing everyone's mandrakes, then there's no point in us knowing which one's Billy's pot.
I mean, you might put extra in Billy's pot just in case.
I think
I don't know.
everyone's mandrakes would be the most fail-safe plan, because then if one happens to live, at least it'll be weak.
It could be just trading everyone's lives for their mandrake's lives.
Yeah, sacrifice.
Oh my gosh.
Equivalent exchange. Hey, I paid attention in Transfigurations. That's called equivalent exchange.
Edmund will hold up a hand for a high five from Des.
She high fives him.
Don't high five. Oh my goodness, Sadie says. I don't know, Tony, you want an easier route?
I'm not happy about this scorched earth strategy. I mean, this isn't something that's coming completely out of left field. We know, everybody knows that mandrakes are dangerous in this specific way. It shouldn't be that hard to just amplify safety precautions a bit more so this doesn't happen, because it's such a well understood thing. We should just be able to tell Sprout and maybe a few other people that this is a concern, and we should just be able to deal with it in the most minimalistic way possible. I don't see this need to go Agent Orange on this.
I mean, to be fair though, this class, like the, taking care of mandrakes, that second years do, has been done for years.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're just kind of doing the same thing that other classes have done. And there have been accidents in the past. We know there have been accidents in the past. So, like, all of the safety precautions that we have existed because of those things.
Hogwarts isn't exactly known for their good safety precautions, Wilfred says. Brooke?
I'm going to kill myself. Sorry. I didn't mean to say that. I'm
That's
going
okay.
to commit a crime.
No crime.
I'm redirecting to that. No matter how many times we reassure people that they need to be on their guard, that won't change the fact that the danger is still there. And if the danger is there, it will take place, according to the vision.
If people know that we knew, and it still does happen, we could get blamed for it. Suspicion could be thrown our way.
Wait a minute. Going back to something you said earlier about we need to solve this at the root cause. What are we assuming the root cause is here? Are we saying that there is some sort of force that is going to try and cause us misfortune?
The mandrakes are the root cause. No pun intended.
Literally.
No, like a bunch of people will laugh at that. Nolan says when it comes to divinations, things are kind of set in a sort of limbo state. A lot of people talk about fate, but it's not quite like that. Fate is formless. It has elements that often are hit on, but how that goes about often has to do with our own choices. When it comes to the root cause of things that happen, it is a big domino effect. I used to love playing with dominoes. Anyway, it's like all of us are individuals living here that have been brought up in our own way, who think in very specific ways. You put us in a similar kind of situation, and we're going to all act the way that we have been brought up to act. So even if one thing doesn't happen, it can still go on. Fate is funny like that. It's like if you want to change something that we are on a course set for, you can't just move you can't just move the steering wheel out of the way. You have to move the mountain. Killing all the mandrakes would be moving the mountain.
So we have our plan.
But what if that just pushes it forward and next year's Mandrake class all die? If we get it rearranged so that it's
then
safer,
we'll get a vision for
then the problem is contained for the generations to come. It's like airline safety. It's like why pilots do checklists and pre-flight checks. Having some sort of better safety structure is the way that protects the system long term.
Maybe that's something you can talk to Sprout with after. I don't think that we're going to get good safety precautions in the next, 6 hours?
Wait a minute. There's got to be a way around. This is one of the most dangerous environments on Earth, this school, and certainly the most dangerous educational establishment. Surely there's got to be some sort of procedure that you go through, somebody you talk to if you know something is about to go horribly wrong.
Tony, real quick. The Wizarding Society has never placed an emphasis on safety that it should. They have never listened to people coming to them directly. I can say this from experience. You know what they do in the case of dangerous things? and if it's brought to their notice, they lock it up and they don't touch it again. That is not the answer here. If we go to them about this and we make enough of a scene about it, the thing they'll do is probably cancel all of herbology class for the next year.
I mean, for me, Wilfred says, I can attest to that. I told Slughorn about something that was going on in the Slytherin common room, and he, nothing really changed. He said he'd do something about it, but in the end, adults are just ineffectual.
Adults will just put a bandage over a problem, over a gaping wound, and let it be. You know what they do with the werewolf problem? They have a registry of werewolves, and every full moon, they lock these people up in cells. And
so, out of character here, now that we had a really great in-character discussion about it all. So when it comes to, so I'm talking out of character, so Roger, one of the main themes behind Magic Mysterium is that institutions always fail children. And that is true in regular life. You look at the any school system in the U.S., in Canada, in the U.K., they systematically fail children at every single level. And Hogwarts is directly like that. I mean, how often do we as Harry Potter fans look at oh, you guys were getting in trouble for going into the Forbidden Forest? Detention time! Go into the Forbidden Forest! That's so fucked up. There's so many messed up shit about Hogwarts. And kind of have to be honest about that. As a child, you go up and you think that the rule is tell an adult. That might not go the same way that you think it will. There's politics at play in the background. There is greater senses, and the safety of children for Hogwarts has never been, probably never will be, its number one priority. Yeah. So, Tony, do you want to go and find a single mandrake with Billy, or do you want to skip that and we make it easier later and just kill off everybody's mandrakes? And I mean, you can't just fail everybody in the class. Obviously something bad happened, and everyone will get a passing grade. Your call.
Yeah, if that's the choice, let's leave Billy out of it and just kill them all.
Scorched earth. Let's fucking do it.
Let's go.
And this is us turning into the adults. They just want to get rid of the problem, and now so do we.
It's a vicious cycle. So, everybody here, we're probably gonna have to make a little bit more herbicide potion, eh?
Yeah. I have a potioneer's kit and proficiency in it, so I can help with that.
Fuck yeah.
I was saying, I was thinking of just getting a bag of soil and mixing it through and then disseminating the soil into everyone's pots.
All right, so we can get together. You can definitely do that. I definitely think you're going to need more volume, at least, to mix in. So for the last few things here, we're going to have everybody make me a potion-making check to see how much we can make.
27.
Nice. Sadie can help
not
out.
20. Nice!
Were you getting that 20?
Yeah.
From who? Oliver. It's another 5 points.
It's because he was working beside Edmund.
Sure.
Sadie and Darcy. Did I get one? Des, did you roll one?
Yeah, 15.
Okay. So altogether, especially with the nat 20, that's a superior herbicide. So that's definitely going to go overall. We have 1, 2, 3, kind of 3.5 successes across 4. So that's definitely going to be enough. In the end, you guys, Wilfred kind of rigs up some soil bags that you can put over your shoulder. and you guys can hear the bell go off for the night. A low tone. The torchlight down here begins to flicker, begins to dim, and most students are going to be out at curfew. Is there anyone who wishes not to be out after curfew? Wishes to opt out of all this? Are we just relying on Desdemona and Ollie?
Edmund will be relying on them.
Okay. Sadie will
I
too.
do really quick, like once the meeting is over, when we have time, can I do like a quick little scene with Wilfred? Like stopping him before he goes? Sweet. Bless you.
Like, like when you blow your nose and like one of your eyes gets all like watery.
Yeah.
Ugh. Yeah. Ooh. All right. Then Desdemona and Ollie and Wilfred are all set to head out. Sadie says, "Be safe, you two, okay? And don't get that stuff on you. Don't get it on your bearskin. It can really hurt."
No, I'm sure it'll be fine. You hold down the fort, all right?
I'll tell the girls that you're just sick or something.
I appreciate it.
Go to Pompeii
I'll tell them
after.
that you have terrible diarrhea.
Oh, well, thank you for that. I'll remember that next time you want the candy I've smuggled.
Okay, I'm joking. Nate looks over toward Ollie. You're doing a good thing.
Oliver just kind of salutes at him.
Good luck.
If you get tired, check your back pocket.
Right? And he checks his pockets.
Exceptional dreamless sleep potion.
Wait a minute, wouldn't that knock him unconscious rather than keep him awake?
It makes it so you just need to take an hour long rest if you. Or
So they could like
rest.
wait. They could like go in a little room, wait for an hour, and then Ollie can stay up the whole night. It won't be a problem. Okay. And Wilfred looks really tired after lugging all the soil down there for you guys to mix. I think I'm gonna head to bed, guys. It's been a long night.
Didn't know your meddling game was that weak.
It's crazy. It's past your bedtime?
Yes, very much so.
Oh,
before
little
you go-
baby Hufflepuff.
He'll roll his eyes. Well, I'm gonna go to
You
bed
dick.
too, Nolan says. So, Wilfred, walk me back? Yeah, sure. And then, Edmund, you say your thing?
Real quick before you go. Can we talk, Will?
Yeah. I'll be right back in a second. And, Edmund and Wilfred walk down the way and kind of pull into the Defense Against the Dark Arts dungeon, disused. Just a little, like, dusty old classroom in here. You okay?
Yeah, I wanted to ask, we're okay, right?
Oh, because of the... Yeah. I was just kind of... Never met a werewolf before. You know? I've been told a lot about werewolves, vampires, and all that kind of stuff. And you're not like any of that at all.
If you do have any questions, please feel free to ask.
I always feel weird, like, because I have, like, a lot of questions, but, like, I feel like I'm gonna, like, overburden you with them, and I feel like I'm gonna say something, and it's gonna be, like, offensive.
It's fine. I know you don't mean it like that or anything. It just, you seemed like you were disappointed when it happened, when it, like, came out like that, and
I was scared. Really. scared. The idea of having what I thought was a completely mindless, violent individual who could turn at a moment's notice, that's kind of a scary thing to think. To think that one of your friends could hurt you.
I wouldn't. Ever.
I think I know that now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for that. Being so ignorant.
It's fine. I know what the ministry teaches about them, and I know your dad's not exactly the most open-minded. No offense.
Bria told you that, huh?
Yeah, she told me that he said werewolves were all like should be locked up every full moon and even in the time in between, and they shouldn't be having wands.
And that they attack children specifically.
Well, that one I can't really say anything about.
Yeah. It's okay. Hey, we're all learning new things. That's what the school's for, right?
Yeah, learning new things and learning ways to kill plants and mass genocide.
Yeah, mass genociding plants. What's school for? Huh? Friends?
Friends. Seriously though, if you have any questions, let me know.
Sure. I'll try not to be so, crazy about it.
I think you're crazy about everything, but I appreciate the effort.
Gee, thanks. And, you guys exit out of the room. And, alright. We got to nighttime. I'm gonna grab, like, Rainy Night at Hogwarts or something, because it's, like, perfect. Rainy Night at Hogwarts. I thought there was a second one. Second Rainy Night one. Oh, there it is. Sending your way. New music. I don't know if Cyber's still with us, but here's the music if you want it.
Really quick, it's like 75 degrees here now, and I don't know what to do with myself. Why is it so
How
warm?
hot 75?
It's like for early March over here, it's like unheard of.
It's disgustingly.
Just
warm.
it is 80 degrees, right?
Okay, yeah,
Yeah, but you live in
are
the godless
freezing.
land of Florida.
Godless
You talk about being at
65
65. You stay over there.
degree.
It's so hot here, and I can't put on my fan whenever I'm in
You
street
call
work.
me. You call me when you're not in a state that like casually has alligators showing up in pools.
Okay,
Sorry,
they're
what's your
just babies.
You said 60 degrees?
75.
75. Oh, it's 20. Oh, it's like a nice day.
It's so fucking
Right?
hot. God.
Well,
Oh, no,
you should
what-
go touch grass, you know?
No, then I'd have to go outside.
Yeah.
When was the last time you went outside,
you might
Jess?
burst into flames, Jess, but
I don't know what the sun looks like anymore.
you'll sparkle.
Don't do it. It's not worth. Nothing good happens outside.
Okay, anyway, it's late at night now. So, you know, Ollie, maybe Ollie and you, like, take an hour, let the patrols go by with the prefects, and Oliver's, like, dead asleep for that amount of time. It's quiet. In fact, the amount of quiet is kind of comforting for you, Desdemona. It's so loud all the time, all over in this school. And then Oliver suddenly awakens. Huh? And you feel well rested, Ollie.
Oh god, that was a great nap. Like stretching.
Well, morning, Sleeping Beauty.
Ready to get started? You should have taken a nap too. I don't know. Would help.
Des has like bags in her eyes.
She always has bags under her eyes.
Yeah.
Sleep is for the weak.
Or the smart.
Okay,
It's
just
just-
one last thought before we go commit war crimes.
Mhm.
What if we just use Veraverto to make the pots unbreakable?
Veraverto can't do that. You need a spell called. No, it's not Duro. Fortissimum, which is not a
Oh,
spell
since
you
we-
guys have available to you.
I was really thinking about like just changing part of the mass of like presumably terracotta pots into just like a thin sheet steel, so it looks the same on the outside, but if it's dropped, it won't break, or it'll have like an inner container if it does.
Either way, we're on this right now. So Des, Ollie, you guys can hear a prefect patrol go by. Ollie is looking through the crack in the doorway. I think the coast is clear.
You want to send out a cat distraction?
Distraction? Yeah, I think Frey can handle that.
All right. What do you tell Freya to do as you like pull her out? You set her on your lap.
God, what's the kind of furthest point from the greenhouses?
The Great Hall.
Yeah, he's going to instruct her to draw like Mrs. Norris into the Great Hall and just cause as much noise as she possibly can.
Okay. Maybe we can make a deception check. Did you ever get like a nasal stat block or anything like that?
I did not.
Okay, what's your deception modifier?
It is a.
I feel like a nasal would have like a pretty good deception like I don't know about proficiency, but they would probably have a good charisma mod. Maybe like a +3.
Yeah, this is +5 deception.
Okay. You know, I did have some stat blocks here in Beast that some people may. Let's see if I can find Neasel. Isn't Neasel spelled with a K?
Yes.
KN.
KNEA.
Neasel. Oh, cool. I have a Neasel stat block for you.
Nice.
Okay, sending to Oliver. Just roll with what I did, though. What I told you to roll with.
Okay, so
You got a
the
5?
+3.
Oh no, that's potion making. Read your roll.
So it's still the deception then with the +3 or with this new stat?
Roll with +3.
Sweet.
Ooh.
I'm gonna
Alright.
use my inspiration. Because that's not good.
Much better.
Significantly better.
Yeah. They're going to be able to find Miss Norris and kind of kite them out toward the Great Hall and start getting into trouble. Hopefully to draw the attention of not just Miss Norris, but also Mr. Argus Filch away from the area, which is going to give you two advantage on your stealth check.
Woo.
Much needed.
Go ahead, roll that now.
Why do I keep rolling 15s?
You're doing better than me.
All right. You guys move off on the coiling staircase up into the Oxford building. Watch by as a prefect group is kind of like meeting up with another one. You can hear them kind of running. We got wild animals in the Great Hall. Are you kidding me? They're like rushing past you guys. You make your way to the serpentine staircase and out to the right hand side where there is the doors that exit out into the herbology courtyard. Out here, there's a bit of rain that's currently coming down right now, just a little bit, that's spitting all around. And as you inch over toward the greenhouse 2, you can see the lights are already on. And through the mottled glass, you can see a silhouette of somebody.
You're peeking.
Make me a perception check.
$23.
Desdemona, you and Oliver head over toward the glass. You kind of try to wipe some of the stuff away and look through, and you can see right now Gemma, who is not supposed to be here, who is out here with the lights on and trying to pick. She's looking through a bunch of the pots here. Seems like she finds something she's looking for. You see her turn your back toward you while she's doing something to it.
Okay.
Oliver, Des, how do you guys react to finding this?
I don't know, look at Des. Is she solving our problem for us?
That or she's cheating one way or another. Hey.
Yeah?
You think we could scare her?
I mean, how big of a scare?
I feel like I don't know, just something to spook, you know? Slytherins aren't really great at having a backbone.
I might have something for that. He's gonna pull Loki out.
Loki hates the rain. He's like, huh.
She's so traumatized.
Tries to go back in the bag.
Maybe, and I don't know if this will work exactly, but she pulls out a small little, almost like a triangular looking, or like a trumpet shaped vial that is just pitch black inside. If we could dump this on him, could have an effect.
What is it?
It's liquid darkness.
Yeah, he's gonna look at Loki, who's trying to get back in the bag. He's like, look, and he's gonna show him that there's mandrakes in there. And he's like, you can have one. You're good.
Catnip. I feel like if you give Loki you have him lick up the liquid darkness, then he becomes like a shadow cat. You send him off into that greenhouse, it'll scare the shit out of Gemma.
Yeah, that was the plan.
Okay, we ready?
In Watership Down, the most terrifying character is this sort of spiritual entity called the Black Rabbit. And now this is happening for real, but the Black Rabbit now has antlers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Oh
one
no,
of being.
this
Yeah.
one's the black cat, right?
No, Loki's the jackalope.
Oh, you're getting the jackalope. Oh
Oh.
shit, shadow jackalope.
Shadow Jack.
Oh yeah, Roger's right. Cool.
When the being drinks this potion, magical smoke billows out of their pores. Creatures attempting to identify the drinker by visual or olfactory means have disadvantage on the check. This lasts for 1 minute.
Alfred like looks at it, he's like, God, this terrifies me, and I know what's happening. He's gonna nudge it into the greenhouses.
So you're like making it drink this.
Yeah, we'd have him drink it.
That little tongue like takes a little bit, and then you can see the fur start to kind of billow with smoke that's coming out of it, and any fur that can be seen is now gone and left with like a dark mass in the shape of a rabbit, with like smoke billowing off of it, and then you can see it open its eyes, and there's two glowing red eyes.
Well, I'm gonna have nightmares for days.
You're good at magical creatures, just send them in. Godspeed, little guy.
If we want to have Terrifier even more, but it might cause a ruckus if you engorge you. So it's Gemma's size.
Go with the nice lady, Loki.
God, I don't have that spell. That would be hilarious. He's gonna like just start to nudge him towards the door. It's okay. Go.
Okay. Hop, hop, hop. Into the greenhouse it goes. You guys stick by in the window trying to watch quietly. Gemma, seemingly, you see her pull out a vial, pour it into somebody's mandrake, and then, like, cork it off. She immediately jumps back. You can see her, like, grab onto the table in fear. Nice, Ghosty. You can see Gemma kind of shaking a bit, turns to look toward the door. And the rabbit, like, cocks its head toward her. She sees the two red eyes looking at it. Please make me an intimidation check at advantage, Ollie.
I wish I was able to, like, say that I could. I mean, it's already getting advantage, but
No help.
the thing that I want to do, the thing that I want to do is not possible for the human voice to replicate.
That 20.
You got a nat 20? What?
In
Where'd you roll
discussion,
this?
Oh, I rolled it in the wrong place apparently, but yeah. It's a
Nat
nat
20? So instead of her like grabbing her wand and like like starting some kind of fight with this thing, she like takes a step toward the door and then like it takes a step over there. And then she like takes a step further, and it comes out toward her, and she runs toward the door, and the jackalope begins to hop, 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 hop toward her, like bearing its antlers out at her, and you can hear a sharp cry as she like opens up the far door, and then slams it on the other side, kicking back, falling into the mud outside, and then like kicking back up to her feet and running.
New Bogart unlocked.
Oliver's gonna walk in. Good boy.
She'll never know what that was.
No one will believe her.
Shelled jackalope.
No one will believe her. It was the shadow rabbit.
The great shadow rabbit of the greenhouses.
It was unknown.
The
Oh,
Great
no.
Pumpkin. What is it? The unknown.
No.
The Glasgow experience. Okay, so you guys then head inside after she's done and look at each other. Let's get to work. And you guys
Alright.
spend the next probably like two and a half hours, just like, doing this quietly as much as you can. Some
question,
prefects
Alex.
will come by, and so you are about halfway done at this point. I want you guys to make another stealth check, please.
If we
Or you could send off the fucking rabbit after them to try to get them to run away.
if we're like keeping watch and we see like people, I guess, open up the door to like come towards the greenhouses, can we like shut all the lights off and pretend we're not there?
Yes, you can.
Okay. I don't know what that'll do for us, but
Do either of you know Fumos?
I don't think we get that.
Not yet?
Not
yet.
Okay.
And that was my one liquid darkness, so unless it didn't take much for that tiny little rabbit to
Yeah, can we send him or leave him out by the door to just ward off?
To scare off the prefects? Yes,
Yeah.
you can do that instead if you want. It's your choice if it's a stealth check for both of you or if it is a intimidation check.
what's the
The problem with doing it the intimidation way is, though, because they have the right to be there. Gemma's not going to say anything to anybody because she'd get in trouble. But they're supposed to be here and patrolling. They could run off and come back with 24 more people.
Good. But they'll be looking for a shadow rabbit, not for 2 students. Ollie,
I'm trying
Des,
to
which one are we
see.
doing?
I'm trying to see if there's anything that I can do to help.
I have terrible stealth.
Maybe well, if all the lights are off and we're just doing like obscure things in the greenhouse so they can't see,
Mhm.
then maybe nebulous might work. Like if we nebulous it, then they're not going to be able to see inside.
Didn't I just say, do you guys have a... Oh, did I say
You said
obscuro?
Fumos. You said Fumos.
Fumos. Oh, I meant to say nebulous.
But yeah,
Because
I
yes,
had
nebulous would like make the greenhouse all murky, and then like no light would penetrate inside really,
Yeah,
and no one
I
would
had
notice.
nebulous.
Cool. Desdemona will just nebulous then. Turn out the lights. Turn out the lights. And then the like a cloud billows and fills the entire greenhouse, but doesn't exit the greenhouse. And so any light that's shown from outside, it just looks like it's like condensation on the glass. You guys stay quiet and are able to complete killing off every mandrake.
I have a question, like quick, Alex. Are these mature? Were they mature mandrakes?
They were mandragora.
Cool. Like before we started really mixing in all of them, can I grab a couple of leaves?
You can grab as many fucking leaves as you want.
All right, great.
Would this be
Okay,
a morally correct decision?
you guys both roll me a straight d20, please.
Oh damn. 6.
6.
Why'd you say it like that?
Because that's another
excited.
corruption point for
I'm
Jess.
so excited.
Oh my god. Calm down, Voldemort. Jesus Christ.
Calm down, Voldemort.
Racking them up.
Racking them up. Okay. The next morning, you guys arrive at herbology class. You can see Wilfred is here bright and early, and he's been like annoying the hell out of Sprout about like different things, like security measures and stuff. Are you sure? Like I heard that like they can crack stone with their scream. We have not had an incident in a great many number of years, Mr. Gideon. I think you'll do just fine as long as you're not going to be a rabble-rousing and roughhousing. I think that we're a little bit too smart for that. And she turns around. All right, everyone. I will need earmuffs on before we enter the greenhouse. They've matured to their deadly age, so I cannot have any roughhousing, even more than usual.
Or rabble rousing.
I see Mr. Lovett has the idea. Good.
He was completely mocking her when she said to Wilfred.
Come on in. Come on in. She says, as you all put your earmuffs on and head inside. You all head to your plants. Now, they've been repotted so many times that they now seem to have they did have lush green palm leaves that spring up out of the soil. They were very beautiful. What people maybe are not really keen to notice right away is that the leaves have kind of like dried up and like curled on the edges. Some of them still hold their color, but are have more texture because they have shriveled. You guys look around like, oh shit, Desdemona and Oliver really did a good job. Wilfred like pokes his wand at his. He looks impressed and also like a little like, oh, he looks over toward Juniper, who sits at hers and like rubs the side of her plant and says, "All right, honey, today's the day."
Hers had been destroyed before. What? Oh no.
This is gonna
Jacob,
break her.
Jacob the Second. That's what I'll call you.
Oh. I think you're right. This is gonna break her.
Where are we? Now, I can see most, if not all of you, have put great care into the cultivation of your mandrakes. Today marks their last day as adults, as they have now grown to their full size as mandragora. At this age, they can now easily kill anyone they perceive as a threat with their powerful wail. Soon, they'll begin to enter old age and wither, so it is imperative that we harvest them today. Pomona Sprout waves her wand, Locomotor, and her pot lifts off of the ground and deposits itself on the table in front of her. She begins to stroke the dry leaves on her mandragora, but she has gloves on. So now, the leaves are useful for various magical rituals. The vocal horn can be used to create the most wonderful of instruments, and we have all been making these so that we can donate the Maiden Root Cluster to St. Mungo's for the creation of the Mandrake Restorative Draught, which is effective in treating paralysis, petrification, stiffness, and comatosis.
Oh.
Oh. I guess St. Mungo's isn't going to get their yearly Mandrake draughts.
I suddenly realize what the corruption code is.
Edmund will slowly turn to Desdemona, like, oh, fuck.
She just,
Humphrey is
like,
not going to
kinda-
be in a good mood.
She, at the same time, turns to look at Edmund. They make eye contact, and she just smiles.
And what stays Gemma in being back in this room?
She's like in here trying to put on like a straight face, and you can see her eyes like darting like below shit, because this was the greenhouse she was in. So like, is it gonna come back? Is it around here? You also see her looking out toward Juniper, and she like looks kind of smug. Out of character, she was using a herbicide potion on Juniper's plant.
Damn, not Juniper getting a double whammy.
Double whammy.
Juniper's is like extra dead.
You will use Defindo to quietly crack the pot down its length in thirds, like so. She puts her wand down the sides of the pot, and the pot cracks in a very precise way. You all know it's coming. You remove the sides as gently as you can. Remember, want to keep our mandrakes nice and comfy, she says. You see her take apart the pot, pulling off the sides until the head of a sleeping mandrake is exposed, and the soil pours out on all sides. The head's very gray. Defodio can be used to clean up any loose soil, or just be using your hands. Defodio. And the soil pulls itself off of the mandrake and, like, deposits itself nearby. And then you want to cradle the head, and before she says gently, you see the thing that was supposed to be sleeping upright when she pulled off all the soil from it just flop back. Completely dead. You can hear some, like, gasps from everybody else. I'm sorry. She comes down and, like, cradles the head here. And the head comes off. Oh dear! Oh no! You can see she is, like, shaking right now. Like, she doesn't know what, like, happened. You can hear, like, a scream from elsewhere. I think probably Juniper. And you can see hers is dead. She's pulled hers out. And, like, you can hear a gasp from over from, like, Logan. No! What the hell happened? And you can hear everybody just starts to kind of murmur all over. Order! Order! You can hear Miss Sprout trying to, like, regain a semblance of control out here. And I think that scene kind of concludes as you would expect it to. Gemma looks like, what the fuck happened? Like, I only did one of them. Gemma thinks she's to blame for all the, including her own, dying. But no one's able to know exactly what happened. Not for certain. And I think Miss Sprout will, like, after a very crazy lesson, will kind of cut class early. Tell you guys that, you know, class is over for the day, and to head over for Transfiguration class soon. And all of you, by default, are given O's in herbology.
Yeah! Cheaters always prosper.
And all we had to do was murder a bunch of sentient creatures.
I mean, you were going to
Yeah.
murder them
Don't we do that
anyway.
anyway, to harvest them.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. The whole thing was that she was going to grab a big cleaver and hop up, like, just chop off the head in one fell swoop. But yeah, it's so funny because when I was going back into this, I'm like, you also stopped any kind of donation to St. Mungo's this year. They're going to have to get their mandrakes from somewhere else.
Not outsourcing mandrakes.
They might not have enough. Like, Hogwarts is probably, like, a really big grower of them. Okay.
Poppy is not going to be in a good mood. I already know it.
On the way back to Transfiguration class, there is so much murmuring that's going on from different students about what happened. Sadie looks physically sick to her stomach. And Nate's, like, trying to help her. Little hug. It's okay. It's okay. Wilfred, I think, will go up toward Desdemona after this all. Dude, that worked so well.
I told you.
I think it's safe to say we moved the mountain.
Yeah. Until the next one comes up.
I wonder exactly what Nolan saw. Did he have to watch us die?
We saw what he saw.
Nope, he never showed you. He just described what happened.
No. We saw what he saw in the Underdungeon.
Oh, Wilford wasn't there.
Oh, was he not?
No. None of the NPCs were.
Uh, I guess then. Listen, I don't want to. I can't say this, but I can't say what it was about exactly. But the visions that we saw down in the that place, at least some of ours weren't exactly the most clean.
Well, despite anything, thank you. These people might not know it, but if we're to believe Nolan, you guys saved a lot of lives today.
For the price of some mandrake's lives. Yeah.
Biggest plans. And he walks forward toward Transfig class.
Equivalent exchange.
Oliver, as you're walking by, you can see Juniper is just bawling her eyes out in the north courtyard. Billy has like an arm around her and he's like, "It's all right. It'll be okay."
He's gonna like grimace as he like walks by, but he's like, I mean, hers is gonna die anyway. That had nothing to do with me.
And then I think you can hear like, wait, oh, where is it? Mr. Avery, to the caretaker's office. Mr. Avery, to the caretaker's office.
He's
The
gonna like
fuck
look
did
up.
you do?
Freya, you forgot to collect your cat.
Oh no, not my Measle. He's gonna like rush off towards Agri's
Your poor
office.
girl.
She's gonna run in the dark all night. Oh god.
I believe this is yours. Filch is there, of course. You get reprimanded. 10 house points are lost from from Gryffindor.
10?
Uh-huh.
You just meant to have a better cat. That's crazy.
And you are instructed that you are to cage her during the night. Which you probably are like, she's a nocturnal animal, like, you know?
I was like, how many cages Mrs. Norris?
Not another word out of you, boy. It's taken all the evening to clean up the mess of shit that your little pest left. You can hear Miss Norris agree.
She never intentionally caused mess. She must have gotten riled up.
And you are reprimanded, Ollie. Edmund, you go to Transfiguration class and sit down. The air is heavy right now. It's like far before class has actually started because you got out early, and Professor Dildero's up at the front, just currently marking off some shit about Transfiguration concepts. Anyone you want to talk to?
I think today he is kind of keeping his head down.
As you're keeping your head down, I think coming up toward you and sitting next to you be Reese. Kind of crazy what happened last class, eh? He says, getting his stuff out.
He looks kind of surprised, and then remembers the smell that he smelled on Reese earlier, and is like, finally, my time has come. Yeah, it's weird that everyone's mandrakes. died. I guess soil problems.
You know, if you ask me, I think someone poisoned them. But I mean,
Really?
it was everyone in the class, so it must have been like an upper year or something.
I mean, what upper year would care that much about a second year's mandrake problem?
Right? I don't know. And you get that whiff again.
Can I try to like subtly smell?
Make a perception check and make a stealth check.
Okay.
Me staring at your inspo. Aw, damn it. I'm so mad. I wanted you to
It was
fail that
the
roll.
perception check. The
Mhm.
stealth check.
And
I
the
really-
stealth check.
Fuck.
Yes, 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 yes.
I really need to invest in stealth more.
Edmund, you begin to smell what you smell, and Brooke knows what that would be. But like as you're doing that, you're like leaning forward, give a really good whiff. Like Reese like looks over his shoulder, like, "What are you doing?" Did I not put on deodorant this morning?
You smell like wet dog.
Thanks.
He'll like look at Reese. No, like I mean, you smell like wet dog, literally.
What a nice thing to say to somebody.
Talk to me after class.
Talk to me. Like you're some kind of like teacher. See me after class, Mr.
Yeah.
Castelli.
He'll say, "Talk to me after class," and then go back to his note.
Gives you a weird look. Tony, you sit down at your stuff, and coming and sitting down next to you, Drusilla pops down. Oh, hey Tony.
I was only joking about chemical weapons, but suddenly the greenhouse actually turns into Operation Hades.
Oh, goodness, yeah. I mean, at least we're actually going to be getting O's. I would have gotten an O anyway, but...
How long did it take your hair to come down after it was all...
Oh, at least an hour. That thing stayed up forever. I wasn't even able to pull it down or anything. It was like some kind of spike coming out of the tip of my head. Who do you think did it? Because I have a few theories.
I don't know. But, well, possibly could that have happened by accident? Like, is enough like weird magic stuff happened, like, and just happened to coalesce at one point that it could just suck the life out of a bunch of plants like that?
I guess. I mean, I wouldn't know of a spell or something that does that, but technically. What, you think that it was just coincidence?
Maybe, I don't know. It's weird enough that, when you try and think of a reason why somebody might do it, coincidence doesn't look that much worse.
I guess. Make me a deception check.
$16.
And I got a 9 for her insight. I guess so, she says, having actually agreed with you. You have a good point there. Transfiguration class starts, and everybody will be able to do 2 transfiguration spells of your choice.
How about the Mets?
Do you have your spells, Brooke?
No.
Why are you talking about the Mets?
I don't
I really have
like
mine.
silence.
I can't handle it.
I can't handle being alone with my thoughts. It's too much. I have to subject everyone else to them.
I also have mine. So I can go after
Now I
mine.
have mine as well. So.
When it's too silent, you hear the voices. I understand
The
this infinitely.
voices.
Yeah, the voices.
Of course.
Yeah. Sorry, who's ready?
Mara said first.
Mara, okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Mara.
We're gonna do Incendio.
Damn.
20
Nice.
and Serpensordia. Why not?
Ooh.
Or 14.
14 in a 20. That's going to be an E, unfortunately.
I'll take it.
Oh, I've been doing my potions mods wrong.
What?
I have a +5 to intelligence instead of a +4 now, and I totally forgot.
You had an E last class. Oh no, but it was based more on if you got the right one, so that's why you didn't get an O.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so I got Oliver's transfig in. He's got an E. Next people.
Me. I am going to do. What was it? Obscuro and Serpensordia. I'm sorry if you hear like background noise. It's nice outside, so that means everyone has to go outside and shout. For a really long time.
How dare people touch grass?
That just sounds like New York, but that's valid.
I just see an image of all of your family out in the backyard having fun, and then like the camera slowly zooming in to the window where Jess is staring out at everybody. And, like
It's
closes
so
the
funny.
curtain.
It's so funny you think that I would be anywhere near a window when it's nice outside. I stand in the middle of the room, as far away from all windows as possible.
What, do you live in a fucking tower? Do you not have a wall with
Jess
that
just
window?
like holding her knees to her chest and rocking in the middle. It's a nice day outside.
I mean, the only wall that doesn't have a window is the wall with my door on it.
Do you live in a fucking tower?
No, I just live at home.
Okay, Jess, are you getting your spells?
Yes. It's for Obscuro.
You have to say it first.
Sorry,
yes.
I said Obscuro and Serpensordia before.
Okay.
And then this is Serpensordia. The same.
Nice.
23.
Your grade increases to an E.
I got mine
Alright.
next.
Edmund.
I'm gonna try to lock in Augmenti with a 19.
Yeah, success.
And then Obscuro with a 13.
You'll keep your E.
Nice.
Tony, your last for transfig.
Okay, I'll attempt Nebulous. Yeah, successful.
Nice,
And
17.
I'll try to lock in Epoxymize.
Epoxymize. Epox these nuts. Hey, an 11. You get it. You get to keep your. Well, high or low?
Low.
I got low. You get to keep your E. Everyone has an E in this class. Maybe Dildero isn't such a bad teacher at all. After all.
I
Yay!
love it when he put on his sunglasses and put his head down and made us watch the Polar Express.
The two last I relate to that so hard. The two last teams to make it to the Quidditch final in the background of all this is Ravenclaw and Gryffindor, who are equal in house points right now.
I'm snatching
then-
Reese the minute we get out of this class.
All right, we can definitely do that, like that little scene. We do have charms class, and there'll be
Yeah,
two
no
charm
problem.
spells for everybody. But after the class is over, Edmund, and that bell rings. Reese, I think, has completely forgotten about see me after class, and so you actually watch him walking out of the classroom.
Are we doing spells first or thought first?
No, like you guys can figure out your spells, and Brooke and I can have like the little.
Oh, okay. All right. I was not registering that. Whenever he walks out of the door, Edmund will like grab him by the shoulder and kind of like walk him to the
Hey.
side, away
kind
from
of
everyone.
like pull him over, dude. Okay. I'm sorry. I just forgot.
Why are you sorry? It's fine. Whatever.
Why are you so aggressive? What do you think Do you think I killed your mandrake, dude? I wouldn't touch it.
No, I don't think you killed my mandrake. I don't really give a fuck about the mandrakes. It's fine. Do you know?
Who killed the mandrake?
No. He'll like he'll think for a while like how the fuck he wants to go about this.
Mm-hmm.
And then like he'll turn them around so that Reese's back is to the like crowd of people that's moving through a hallway, and so none of them have like a
You guys are
clear
in a
eye
little
shot
alcove.
of yeah,
Yeah.
clear shot of Edmund, and he'll like pull his shirt collar to the side like a bit and show his shoulder, which on it is a bite scar.
You see, Reese's eyes kind of like lighting up. He looks like at it, then at you, at it, then at you, and then at it. Where did you get that?
You know where you too? You smell like it.
What? He looks like really scared in this moment. He doesn't know what to say. He's caught like a deer in the headlights. He wasn't expecting
not-
this, you know?
Going to tell anyone, obviously, as long as you don't tell anyone about. He'll like gesture to his shoulder and cover it up again.
You got attacked. You got attacked by a werewolf.
What happened when I was really little?
He goes to his collar and unbuttons a few of them. And then like unbuttons it about maybe halfway down the chest and then pulls to the side and you can see bandages.
Recent?
Yeah. Just over the break. He looks really sad. He looks like he's might cry, but he holds himself back from there and he's buttoning his clothes back up.
When he's done buttoning, Edmund will like.
Were you bit?
Yeah, fully.
Oh.
You can't tell anyone, okay? No one.
I wouldn't. I wasn't actually bit. I was just carved up pretty bad. I was out in India with the family and I just kind of wrong place, wrong time.
Shit. I'm sorry that happened to you.
I've just been trying to continue off with life, but it's kind of difficult, honestly. I won't tell anybody. I hope you won't either. Right?
Of course not.
Yeah.
Though you might want to see Pomfrey if those scars or those marks haven't healed up yet. She won't ask questions or anything.
One second, because we'll have to retcon that. As I think you are actually aware, Brooke, scarring from werewolf attacks don't heal.
I don't know why I was thinking that there were still like red marks, and so I was like, that's probably irritating.
Yeah.
Okay,
When
retcon.
he's fully healed, there will be big groove marks for the rest of his life.
I know you probably don't go through the whole thing on the full moon, but I know full moons are irritating even when you aren't transforming. If you need a pepper up potion or anything, Pomfrey will give you one with no questions asked.
You can see him like leaning forward toward you and a slight sniff. I was wondering what that was. That's why you were smelling me.
What dog?
Are you like fast? Because ever since I've been pretty fast when it comes to running.
Fast. Stronger than I should be, or I look. Definitely. It's good to know there's someone else here. Like it.
Been having more trouble with magic lately, though. Have you?
I mean, I've always had trouble with jinxes and such. But that's, I think, is just because I don't want to let my emotions get the better of me. You know, betraying the stereotype.
That's pretty crazy. So we're both. You have an ally. Always. Okay?
You too. And
It's a handout.
just as a tip, he'll take his hand and like shake it. It does make it better to have one or two people you can trust, you know. Makes it a lot easier.
You need company. Maybe I could help you on those nights.
Yeah, that'd actually be really nice.
And then you can hear the bell go. Charms class has already started. Oh shit! It's not too far away though. You guys rush over there. I see some people had already done some of the charms rolls. Desdemona, you did yours?
It was just me. Yeah, I did it's 17 and 9. 17 for Flickerate, 9 for Tergio.
9. Yeah, that ends up being an A, just like you had before.
Woo,
Desdemona's
Everett.
done. Other people?
Yeah, Tony is going to go with Bifindo first.
Okay.
Success. And does somebody else already have repairo? They do, don't they?
Repair. Hold
I feel
on.
like we
let me
didn't
check.
have it last time.
No, we
No.
don't.
Yeah, I have it researched, but that's it.
Okay. May as well try it out, Tony. Good to have more people have it. Hey! Tony, your grade increases to an E. Oliver and Edmund.
You can go first. I'm still deciding.
Cool.
Oliver?
I'm gonna go Finite.
Finite incantatum. Or finite. Natural 20!
That is the 4th natural 20 you've gotten this session.
Crazy.
Mara.
I don't know. And Ingorgia.
Mara's got 4 O's. Everyone else only has 2.
Oh, well,
You make me so mad.
that wraps that up.
So I would have put down your grade to an A, but the natural 20 brings it up from that 2 to an O. So you're good there. Okay. Ebbing, you're last.
I'm gonna do Flagrante for 13, so that's locked in. And then I'm going to do Finite Incantatum at advantage since it's research, and that is a 14.
13, 14. Your grade increases from a P to an A. Currently, Edmund is the only one who is failing a class.
I am trying so hard. This is discrimination.
Yeah, DADA with a P.
This is absolutely discrimination.
It's crazy. You can see, like, potions, everyone has an E, Tony has an O. Herbology, everyone has an O because of the thing. History Magic, all A's. And Transfiguration, all E's. Wild. Okay, well, at the end, we don't really have like time for the whole thing anyway. But at the end, because I think it's very important for Tony, who is the Seeker, right, for Ravenclaw.
Yep.
You have made it to the actual like finals up against Gryffindor. Now, whoever wins this will win 20 house points, and so because you guys are the 2 highest house points, whoever gets it will win the House Cup. Right now, it is a wild day, Tony, out on the field. You're, like, flying up there. You can see so many people cheering from down below. And you see the Ravenclaw captain, like, gesture for you to head down to the field. We kind of begin that, like, little kickoff down there. Everyone gets into their positions. And we are going to kind of run like a tiny little game to see who will actually win. Just rolls, basically. You can hear the Quidditch announcer yell out, "Welcome, everyone, to the year-end Quidditch final. I need to make sure my crisp isn't on. Cool. I've been looking forward to this match for the past 2 weeks. Wouldn't you agree?" Everyone starts cheering all around. Without further ado, let's meet our contestants. On one side, we have the critical thinkers, the fast flyers, Ravenclaw. You can hear that high-pitched trill through the air for Ravenclaw supporters. Tony's waving out toward everybody. Brett's like, "Go Tony!" supporting you. And then you can see, and on the other side, we have the stout of heart, the prideful Gryffindors! And Gryffindor House is really big there. Of course, Headmistress McGonagall cheers out for them. Because, she used to be a part of Gryffindor. Who will win? Who will lose? Let's find out! We begin with the kickoff. And, Madam Hooch comes out and she's like, "I want a clean game. No biting, kicking, scratching. The first person to get to 200 points or whatever the fuck it is wins. Go!" Flicks down, and the quaffles are released, and the bludgers go flying out, and the little... Wait. This is the thing that Maya got me a long time ago. The little snitch flies out into the sky for Tony to find. Okay, so we've got... basically, we're going to be doing a versus for each position. Making a little, like, T bracket, like that. With Gryffindor on one side and Ravenclaw on the other. So our first one is going to be Chasers. After that, we've got Beaters. Then we've got Keepers. And we've got Seekers, which is, of course, Tony on the Ravenclaw side. So, with all that ready, we are going to do this first. Whew. Tony, you want to verse me? Since you're our Ravenclaw? I guess verse maybe whoever else wants to take off the Gryffindor rolling. Who wants to roll for Gryffindors?
Actually, was anybody else on the Quidditch team as well? I know Bria was. Was somebody else at goalie?
Oliver is keeper, technically.
Keeper, yeah. Okay, so keeper there. I'll put like a little. Okay, cool. Okay, so Tony, I want you to roll me a acrobatics check. This is for the chasers. So it's a 13 for Gryffindor. Ooh, yeah, 6. So that is kind of like ding, 1 little point on the Gryffindor side. Okay, then we got Beater. Oh, bye, Jess. We got Beater, so go ahead and roll me a strength check, Tony. That's a 15 for Gryffindor. 14. Ooh. Just barely a point for Gryffindor again. That's fine. You can still win this. You just got to get the rest. Next is Keeper. So, Oliver, you're going to make me a we'll say a sleight of hand check for catching the balls.
11.
I got an 11 as well, so that's actually stalemate. Oh, Jess is back. Okay, then we have our very, very last one, and I guess this becomes for all the marbles. Actually, wait, if Ravenclaw gets it, it becomes a full tie, because I'm counting this as like 2 points. So Gryffindor is 2 points, and then we got a stalemate, so no points go to the keeper side. Then we've got our 3 rolls for Tony versus our Gryffindor Seeker. Tony, make me a perception check to start. This is the best 2 out of 3 here.
13.
And I got 17 on the Gryffindor side. Okay, 17 versus 13. So that's 1 out of 3 for Gryffindor. Then we're going to make an acrobatics check. Well, I only got a 10.
Got a 7.
7. That's 2 their side. Okay, first of 3 successes here. We're going to be doing sleight of hand checks the whole way until we're done. Sleight of hand. Where's my D20?
Hang on a second. I just got into edit mode, so get out of that. 4.
Oh. You have a inspiration. You want to use it?
Yeah.
Try it out. What happens.
So just roll again.
Yep.
16.
That is 15 to 16. That's a point toward Ravenclaw. So they still haven't gotten to 3. Keep rolling. Sleight of hand again. I got 12 this time.
17.
That is a second point. So we're 2 to 2 when it comes to the final one. Okay, I think this is going to be our last roll. Sleight of hand. Oh, fuck!
I got 6.
I got a natural 1. Boom, 6. That is a third point, meaning Ravenclaw gets 2 points. Tony, you end up finding, dashing, and going through quite a bit of a battle between you and the Gryffindor Seeker in order to catch the snitch. You are able to hold it up high with a bright golden light that shines out all around. And that becomes a stalemate. It's a tie for the year-end Quidditch final. Meaning 10 points go to both teams, to Ravenclaw and Gryffindor, meaning it is 25 to 30. Gryffindor wins the House Cup by 5 points.
Woo!
Congratulations, everybody. And that is where we will end tonight's episode. You all will have downtimes and level up to level 4.
Oh my god, finally came mine.
Level up?
Yes.
Like, yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Downtime.
Well, I'm taking
Hashtag
observant.
level up 4. Thank you all for watching, and thank you guys for playing. Good night, stream.